Hey, welcome everybody. Oh, I see we got Dave in the audience here tonight. Welcome. Thanks for stopping by the stream. We're gonna get started here shortly. We're 20 sides every story, and tonight we're playing The Wild Beyond the Witchlight. Tonight is our eighth game so far, and we've been exploring Downfall, this little bullywug village here in the middle of the realm of Hither. Um, One third of the complete realm of Prismere, which has been. I think we've learned at this point that Prismere has been split up amongst the three sisters of the Archfey Zybilnia, and right now you're hanging out in Dawnfall, which is sort of lorded over by Bavlorna Blightstraw, or as many of the common bullywug folk in the area call her, Slackjawed Lorna. So the reason that our characters are here is because they have come looking for missing things, lost things from their childhood that have brought them to this realm, and they're sort of under the impression that the hags have something to do with said missing items, and so they're kind of on this quest right now to recover their things. Um, right now, the two items that are in our crosshairs would be that belonging to Maple and Shion. And so I think in a short order, I'll have you guys kind of tell us about your characters and what things that they lost and whatever. But yeah, that's where we're at. So I think before we kind of get started here, let's do some character introductions. Let folks know who we got playing with us and who the characters are. So let's just do. Tell us about your anything you want to tell us about the background of your character, and describe to us that item that you lost, that thing that's so important to you that you do anything, even come to the Feywild to try to find. So why don't we start? Let's start from the back of my overlay here, go reverse. So we'll start with Jenna in your character.
What? Me? uh, I play Lim Green, who is a hex blood wizard. They look like a tiefling, but about a tiefling that's the size of a halfling. Um, and the thing that she has lost is a doll, made of hair, and it's supposed to be a clue, um, to help her break what she feels is like a curse. So she's hoping to get that so she can kind of get back on the track because since she lost it, she hasn't really been able to make any progress, and she's just kind of been slumming it in Baldur's Gate until this point. So she's hoping that in the Feywild she'll be able to find it.
Sounds good. Let's go next to let's go to Maple.
Guys, I'm Chris. I play Maple. Maple is a fairy barbarian who also ended up in Baldur's Gate. Or was it Waterdeep or Baldur's Gate we ended up in?
Waterdeep.
Oh,
Waterdeep. And
Waterdeep.
it
That's what I
also
meant.
ended up in Waterdeep for a time.
It
Um,
seemed irrelevant, so I wasn't going to
Yeah.
correct it.
8 years ago, she was at the carnival and lost her. It's a necklace. It's kind of looks like a nautiloid. It pulls out, circles out, and her brother gave it to her just before he ran off. And she knows that he wanted to be a wizard someday, but that's all she's really remembering at this point. So with her necklace lost, she lost her way at the carnival and ended up. Um, she got a job being a barmaid for the 8 years that in between carnivals, and but now that we're back, we are closer than ever to finding. Actually, maybe even today, if things go her way, she's gonna find her. Her
Stop
necklace
it.
is going to be brought to her by reputable merchants just outside of the town or village of these bullywugs here today.
Yeah, dependable, reputable. They
Reputable,
they
yeah.
they seem pretty confident when you talk to them. So this
I
is
think if
probably
I
going to
believe
happen.
that, then it'll be true, right?
Yes, I mean everything here seems very open to uh, influence of your emotions and whatnot. So you had a little bit of that last session. Just taking a look here at the chat. Hey, Wiley Hobbit, thanks for stopping by. If you haven't checked them out, you should definitely do so. Twitch.tv/Wiley Hobbit. They do a lot of D&D stuff and are fellow supporters of Jasper's Game Days. So go and check them out. Yeah, let's go. Let's go next to Joe. Let's go to your character.
Hey, hi, I'm Joe. I'm playing Arlo, who is a Haringen, who was a carnival hand at the Witchlight Carnival, but had left one day and sort of, when he was gone, sort of couldn't really find his way back in time, and the carnival was gone. When the carnival left, he lost his possessions, one of which is this tiny little dustwood coffin that holds the remains of his adopted son who died in an unfortunate carnival accident. And then Arlo spent the intermediate years, the 8 years between carnivals, working at a monastery in Waterdeep, trying to, do things like feed the poor, aid the sick, all that, nice person stuff, selfless and such. Now he's
Awesome.
Now he also believes very firmly that Mabel will be getting her stuff back, and Shion too.
This is good. This is good. It's good to like be on like these high notes at the start of the session because then we can manipulate that throughout. Let's go next to Isaac.
Hi, I'm Isaac. I'm playing Vish. She is a Triton artificer, and she's lost. The item she lost was some tinker tools. I don't really. I can't really describe them. I'll let her describe them later, but I'm sure it'll come up. But yeah, tinker tools that were her grandfather's, trusted to her. She lost them at a carnival about 8 years ago, and along with those tools, she feels that she's lost her creativity. So she's kind of been in a slump, water deep. She's kind of been from job to job, and she thinks that her life will be turning around once she gets her tools back and her inspiration back.
All right, and then lastly we have Kim's character.
I'm Kim. I'm playing Shion. She is a elven wizard. She was orphaned as a young elf. Doesn't know much about her past. She did get adopted by a gentleman who sent her to an elven mage academy. Excuse me, just a mage academy. And she was one of the youngest graduates. When she did so, she was granted or given a gift of a beautiful signet ring. It had a letter X in it, and it kind of looked like twisted twigs, branches with some beautiful gems. That was what was lost at the carnival, and she feels as though it may be a tie to both her past and the gentleman that she learned to call, that she lived with for a time.
So, where we're beginning here tonight, you're all having rested. You're starting to kind of come to get awake, and maybe kind of reconvene with one another to discuss what you might do with this next day. I think some of it has been alluded to what had been on your minds previously, but sort of a recap, I guess, from things from the previous day. You, at some point during the day, had come across this sort of scarecrow-looking thing named Clapperclaw, kind of a child-sized body, but then had this like weird gourd thing on his head and these big kind of snapping claws for hands. And he told you, I think you heard about him earlier from your time at the Walking Tavern / Inn, And supposedly he actually has the ability to travel through the boundary of the realm, and he can come and go from here to the next place over thither. Um, Sounds like from his story, he actually he was trying to get away from thither. That's where he originates from. Um, he was like being put to work by um, uh, Granny Nightshade, and didn't want that life anymore. So he was trying to find his way through the mists to get somewhere better. Ended up stuck here. Agden Longscarf stole his. He had this magnificent like elk stag skull that he was using for a head that he was really proud of, and they took it from him and like picked on him and whatever, and has left him here. He was sort of contemplating different head choices with you. I think like I had a cabbage that didn't look very cool, so I then a gourd, and he's in a rough spot. And he suggested that if you could get his original head back, he might be willing to take you somewhere else at some point. You had yes, kind of took in sort of the overthrow of the monarch here, which uh, I don't know. I guess there's probably mixed feelings there about what's happening because this Illig, King Illig now the first, has made a decree that he was going to kind of serve up the prisoner there, um, who you had talked to. What was her name? Morgort, I think. Um, she had sort of helped an enemy of Bavlorna's, this little fairy dragon, sort of escape, and seems like the new king was pretty much going to serve her up as sort of a, I don't know, you do a little execution or something, get goodwill with Bavlorna, basically, to show that he's different than the previous king, who was sort of a coward, but didn't really like oppose her, but really wasn't doing a lot. You know, he was kind of like in the middle, and so I think he's going to try to make a big, strong statement here with taking care of this prisoner. I guess the other big thing that you had on your docket was, to go talk to the Darklings, so there's probably other things I'm forgetting, but those are the big things that were sticking out in my mind. So you're just like waking up, and I guess if you're looking out the window, there's this fog that kind of permeates the area. But from your vantage point, being up here in this palace, you can see, there's this clothesline that runs from the place where you're the kind of larger complex where you're at. It runs all the way up to this big hut that just kind of looms over everything, and you can see it's kind of built up on this like kind of scaffolding like structure that raises it up, and that's where Bavlorna lives.
Before we decide to do anything, Alex, can you apply those long rests to us?
Sure.
Thingamajig. Because I don't know how to do that. So yeah, today's the day. Your stuff's here. Let's go see the Darklings.
Did you figure out what you're gonna give them if it's like really their stuff? I mean, if it is your stuff.
Yes, it is. I don't remember.
You were giving up your eye color or something, weren't you? Or was that
Yeah,
someone
they,
different?
they didn't want my dance moves,
Oh, that's right.
so I have. Yeah, I think we labeled an eye color or something. Yeah,
Because you're like, who needs eye color when you actually have your stuff back?
right. Yeah, I mean I haven't been using it,
Fair.
and the Darklings are the reputable merchants. In the name, it's in the name. What could go wrong?
Yeah, I didn't make any deals with them. I'm waiting to see what happens.
That
Have
makes
we-
sense.
Have we met any other merchants like at all?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Well, we met a tavern owner. Does that count as a merchant?
Kinda.
A merchant of food, maybe
We've
food and
met a
wet.
number of bullies.
I
That
have
that
met
wasn't.
a number of bullies.
Yeah.
A lot of
Have you
bullies.
been?
That's not cool.
Speaking of them,
Yes.
that bag I gave him might not be so magical anymore.
So you think
Oh.
that the long scarf guy is going to be mad at us?
Oh, if Agden comes back, I'm gonna have a good day. I'm good. I'm okay there.
Well, okay. Well,
You
do
know,
you
this
want to go
seems
see
this
the-
seems like as good of a time as any. That like as you're talking about this,
Uh
Hippity hoppity hippity.
you
hoppity.
just you hear this song like off in the distance being sung,
Awesome.
and you remember it being sung by the Harengon when you first came about, before maybe you knew that they were kind of jerks and whatnot. So you just hear them singing, "With sticks and stones we'll break your nose, we'll beat you blind and steal your clothes, but none
Gross.
among us can compare to one wily, swift, and stand-up hare. Scarf that's glorious, thief notorious, his deeds are truly meritorious." And yeah, you can tell
Okay,
who's
so
in
he's
town.
got a
Oh
good
no!
theme song, but that doesn't mean he's not a bully. He's standing right behind me, isn't he?
It's this again.
Here we go.
Great. Now we can't go outside. They're here.
Yeah, even Maple, who was being confident about seeing Agden again, that starts to drop just a little bit when it actually becomes a possibility.
I want to go outside.
You do? Why?
I'm not. Look at the bully.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
someone's got to stand up to him.
Does it have to be us?
I did, and I was
Well,
threatened with a branding iron, so, there's.
I mean, it's no coincidence that he's going to show up on the day I'm going to get my necklace back.
Oh. Wait, where are they going? She's gonna kind of try to
Yeah, right out the
look
window.
look out from the window and see, like, which directions the singing is going.
So give me a perception check at disadvantage.
Sounds good. Oh, it's under skills. There's my skills. Sorry, trying to remember. There you go. Whee!
Okay.
Nice.
Oh yeah,
So
I remember this campaign now.
so this was for sight. You can't see them through the fog. You hear them. They're it sort of sounds like
Thanks
they're
for the raid.
Oh.
I'm Butterby.
Hey, thanks for the raid, Aftermath UK. Dropping in with
Ooh.
22 viewers. Thanks for stopping by.
Huzzah!
Were you guys
guys.
playing some D&D here
Oh.
tonight? Hey, thanks for the follows. That's awesome.
Hi.
Welcome to the channel. We're playing some
Huzzah!
Wild Beyond the Witchlight here. We just got started. So, yeah, our heroes right now are hearing a band of brigands that like to sing have just rolled into town. Some rabbit folk brigands have just arrived in, and they're trying to see if they can get a sense of how many, where they're at, and that kind of stuff. Hey, thanks for the follows. What were y'all playing tonight? So, yeah, you're kind of looking out. You can't see them, but you can hear them. It sounds kind of like they're down in the lake.
Oh, that's cool.
And you can
Okay.
kind
I
of
have a
hear,
rapport with the bully ones.
Internet.
you can kind of hear like some splashing around. Like you can just kind of get a visual of like maybe oars being drawn into the water. So maybe they're actually
Okay.
out on the lake right now.
Like around Clapperclaw, or
Kind of more to the
Mhm.
southwest of you.
okay.
Can you throw your map up, please?
Sure.
Thank you.
should probably do that too. Okay, so they're out in the lake.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Thank
Well, you
you.
think they're coming for us, or you think they're just going to see Bevlorna, who lives in the middle of this lake, right?
Oh yeah, and they do work for her.
Probably.
Oh, Clapperclaw's out there. He's probably having like trauma right now.
Yeah, he's probably.
Yeah.
Oh
Arlo, what
man.
do we do?
Well, we could
Hmm?
forego seeing the merchants, and then we could step outside and see what's happening, and possibly get beat up, maybe even murdered. Um, but,
No.
we could also talk to King Illig the First here and see if he knows what's going on, or we could go try to make sure Clapperclaw's okay.
Get that one.
Should we do that one? Should we run across? Should we run
Like,
out of here up to the east, up to the
Yeah.
west? Go make sure
Clapper.
Clapperclaw's okay.
Yeah, Clapperclaw's been a buddy.
Okay.
and I
Well,
don't
we
want to get
need
I don't want to get the
a lot
necklace and then he just takes it. That's not.
That
Okay.
is
If you
also
don't,
true.
if you don't have it, he can't steal it from you, right?
That makes sense.
Right. Is
So
you okay with this?
Well, are they
Mhm.
coming or going? That's
Well,
what
I'm
we
not
need to
gonna
know.
hide. If they see us, they see us.
Oh, they're
Yeah.
gonna see us.
Uh,
are
I think it
you
was
are
determined.
you waiting a bit to see like if they're coming to you or trying to get a sense of where they're going, or are you heading out there right away?
Are we waiting for the second verse to see?
I've got to say
Is there
I can
a-
continue to sing if you want.
Is there another
Really?
verse?
By all means.
Yeah.
I think we
Yeah.
should listen if the music is coming closer, if it's going away, so that we have an idea of where they might be
Uh-huh.
headed. Because if it's going away, then they're probably not dealing with Clapperclaw. They're probably heading to Bavlarna. In which case, they're not going to pass through here for a while, or if they double back later.
this is a fair point.
Okay. So
Abel nods as if she understood.
you wait
Yeah.
for the second verse.
Yep, see if
Yeah.
it's coming or going.
We do.
With a wink and a grin, he'll show his cunning. A flash of a scarf, he'll take off running. Quick as a bolt, his long scarf trailing. Grasping, you'll end up flailing. You'll pout, you'll moan, you'll huff, you'll sneer. Thanks to Egdon Longscarf, Brig and Prince of Prismere. And it's going up. So you eventually start to see him, and there are 4 others with him. Other Heron, and of course you do see that long red scarf that he wears is kind of trailing behind him and kind of slapping in the face of those that are trailing behind him. They keep kind of pushing it out of their faces, but he is carrying in his right hand. He's got something that he's bringing up with him, and it's a cage that has a fairy dragon in it.
Mm,
Uh,
mm, mm. They're turning
Oh.
a thing.
So you see him. Eventually, he gets on at the very top of the scaffolding. There's a ladder, so he kind of climbs up that, and there's a trap door that you see him go up the trap door and presumably into Bavlorna's
Bavlorna's.
hut.
So that was Sir Taliver there, or was that someone different?
There's a little fairy dragon with a little
She
It
little
had the
pencil
mustache.
mustache. Yep.
That's
Okay,
Tolliver.
so Sir Taliver. All right. Well,
On the upside, they didn't mess with Clapperclaw.
This is
Mhm.
true. This brings up a follow-up question, though. Or maybe not a question, but brainstorming. If he is here, do we go see our potential execution, or well, not ours, Illig's potential indirectly our execution victim, um and see if maybe, I don't know, I don't know where I was going with that. I was like, oh, maybe we can help the fairy dragon. But then I was like, oh no, wait, that's a hag's house, and the brigands are there. So that was probably not a great idea to start with. But I throwing it out there anyway, just in case, because now we have options. Isn't that
There you go.
great?
Well, I would say, just thinking about it, they went up there. That's fine. If we'll leave it up to fate, okay? Let's go see if we can get these items. These items are truly what they're for. We get them. We go home. Right?
Right.
You think we should at least tell Illig that, they're in the vicinity? He might want to be
mean-
aware of that.
Pretty explosive theme song. He probably heard it.
I mean, that's good too.
It's very. We could touch base. It's a really cool theme song. I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I think we should probably maybe go see if we can get our stuff while we know where he is, because we know where he is. And maybe he's going to be there for a while, so maybe we can get our stuff so he's not there when we're there to get our stuff.
Also
But-
valid.
Definitely
Um,
better to know where he is and be somewhere different,
I don't know how long it's going to take him to drop off that dragon, but we seem to have a little bit of time.
Let's go get the stuff.
Let go.
Yeah.
Is it the Darklings?
Sure.
The
So-
Irreparable Darklings. Full name.
Nope. Oh,
So you make it down out of the palace, and you are starting to head in the direction of where that crazy looking, I guess you'd call it a hot air balloon like basket that has a big storm cloud instead of a balloon up top. And you have to pass through this sort of well, I guess this is where the monarch battle took place, right? Like this is where the hot air balloon kicked off, and actually, the king's body is still like kind of stuck in the mud, and his like feet sticking up, sort of like, and he's just looks like kind of disfigured a little bit because he fell, broke his neck, and there's a little alligator there with like kind of this ruffled like kind of collar. He's just sitting there by the body, and you could see little like tears kind of streaming down his scaly skin.
Oh, Snoodle.
So little Snoodle is mourning the loss of his keeper, master, friend. You
Aw.
also see there's areas kind of bustling with activity a little bit. There are a number of bullywugs that are running around carrying lengths of chain that they are like fastening, I guess, to this big mangrove tree that stands in the middle of this churned up mud. And you see the now King Illig is kind of pacing about, sort of barking out orders maybe to people. Is yes, make sure now it has to be exactly 10 feet long. That's regulation. The new regulation. So saith I, King Illig the First. Oh, good, yes. And he's just kind of walking about and checking in on things, and so you kind of got a little taste earlier. I think she even mentioned that she figured, the prisoner I'm talking about now, she kind of figured this would be her fate, that eventually she would be like put to some kind of trial by combat situation, and it seems kind of like that's what they're preparing to do here. So that is a scene that is playing out as you're headed to the balloon. Whether you do anything with that is up to you, but you might just walk by. It doesn't seem like anyone's going to be hassling you or anything as you walk through here.
Okay.
Feel real bad for the alligator guy.
I know. I just kind of want to cuddle the alligator
head
right
over
now.
there and head over there and make sure he's okay, and eventually adopt the alligator again. And this is a side conversation. Like, I'm real close to Lim. Like, I think maybe we should just
I think so too.
just kind of a couple more steps towards the alligator and see if everyone else follows over here.
Yeah, the
Nice.
Snoodle is a lot more sentient than I anticipated. He's crying. I don't think I've ever seen an alligator cry.
It's usually the crocodiles that do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
exactly.
wow. Can't believe
Those
it.
tears.
And even then, the crocodiles don't actually mean it. It's just to lull you into a false sense of security.
Wow.
Alligators, though, that's a different story.
Alligators, you can trust those, right?
Guys,
He was like,
why are you guys going that way? You can see the storm cloud is right there.
But
Oh,
the we're worried about Snoodle, though.
yeah, Snoodle,
Maybe a little bit, and just
yeah,
Who?
alligator.
What's wrong?
It's by himself. Look at him. Yeah.
Oh,
He looks a little sad.
definitely could use a friend
Yeah.
or five. It's just maybe.
Yeah.
okay. It's
Yes.
pretty cute. Let's
Yeah.
go see.
Look, he's got a little underbite and everything.
You go over there, and Snoodle just kind of looks up at you and sighs.
Oh.
Hey, buddy. Do you want to do something else today? Just stay here.
He's just looking at you.
Yeah.
I know this is almost a standard protocol when there is a tragedy, and I'm gonna pull out some of my rations and put it in front of it. I don't have a casserole, but I got some jerky. I'm sure you like meat, right? Something get something in you. You need your energy.
With almost like no, uh, no real degree of like, I don't know, desire. He just like opens his mouth slowly, and it's just like open, but like he's not
Oh.
snatching the food. He just like put in enough effort that if you wanted to deposit some food in, you could, but that's all he can. That's all he can manage to do right now in this.
You're depressed,
Oh.
Pete. I understand.
Gotta give him little pets. Do you think we should give him some time here and come back and check on him? Like
Yeah.
maybe he just needs a minute.
Not ready. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna leave the food there for him just in case he works up the energy. Don't want to take the food away. Still an alligator.
He kind of is eyeing it, a little side eye, but he doesn't make any moves for it just now.
Okay, Snoodle. Buddy.
All right. All right. We'll be
How
back
about
to
that
check
necklace?
on you.
Let's
So
start
what?
flying over.
So you make your way over to Trinket and Bauble's balloon.
I like the name. Positive things.
You head over there, and their basket. It's actually not really a basket. It's pretty large. It's pretty substantial. Probably the size of one of these bullywug huts. And it's made of wicker and wood, and sort of serves two purposes. One, to kind of serve as carriage, I guess, for the cloud, and two, to actually be a roaming shop. So there's a little counter. The insides have walls that have pegs and hooks and shelves that are their goods are on display. And then they kind of sit at the counter and allow you, if you can peruse, and they'll grab things for you and bring them before you so you can take a look and inspect their quality and just haggle and all that kind of thing. There's a big sign mounted above the window that says "Wondrous Wares and Fair Fares." And that big storm cloud up ahead above is, once in a while, a little light kind of flashes as a bit of lightning fires off from the cloud. Sometimes you just kind of pervasively kind of feel like that feeling right before a rain. That's what it kind of feels like underneath it, even a little cooler underneath it. But anyway, you see the two Darklings are, I don't know, kind of organizing things, taking stock of their inventory, and the one trinket comes up to you and he says, "Oh, hey, been 2 days, huh? Well, you're in luck. I think I got your stuff here." So, and he pulls out this like box, and he looks at you, Shio, and he says, "Ring, right?"
Yeah, but I didn't make any deals with them.
Oh. You okay? You don't want your thing? I thought that's what you were here for.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, I want my thing, but I
Oh.
I wanted to see what happened with the others before I made a deal with you.
You go first.
Okay. Okay. I get it.
Yeah, go first, Leon. You already got this right there.
So he turns his attention to you, Maple. He says, "Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Necklace, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I got a necklace." And he opens up the box and he says, "Here." And he like pulls up this. It's like there's like a gold chain, and attached to it is like this medallion. It's sort of shaped like a cog, and it looks like it's like multiple cogs, and it kind of ticks. Like there's 3 wheels on that are in parallel together, and the middle one sort of makes a little clicking sound. And he says, "There, this is definitely it."
Oh, that's Alex. That's not it, is it?
No.
No, no. Wow.
What were you looking for? Describe it one more time, if you
It
would.
looks like a seashell, like a nautiloid that comes around in a circle. And yeah, it's not that. There was when she tapped it, there was a bit of an echo, kind of a noise, but she was younger, so I didn't really give it too much thought beyond that. And I wanted to leave that open, but definitely not 3 cogs, one of which is moving. I was like, no, that's not. But as she takes it, she goes, "It's really close." And I looked at Shion and I go, "Not it. Nope, not at all."
I didn't figure it would be.
Well, what's wrong with it? It's pretty good.
Oh.
It's
Said pretty
more of a
close.
necklace than I had a minute ago. But it's not the one I'm looking for.
Okay.
Uh,
Maybe I
I'm not
can.
saying no.
What?
Did-
Maybe I can we make alterations. I can make an alteration.
Oh, yeah. Still not the one. No. It's kind of like
What
looking
a-
for a particular necklace.
You sure that's not it?
I think this is it.
Maple?
Maybe you just forgot what you were looking for.
Maybe.
No.
No?
What a letdown.
You would
Come on.
recognize it. You would at least feel it.
Oh, this stinks.
Okay.
We stay here. Listen, you wasted our time.
I'm not wasting your time. I assure you, this is the only necklace that's up there.
Well, Bish, you ask about your Tinkertool all the time. So
Up
let's see what those
where?
look like.
No, they told me that I did. Didn't want to hear it last time. I tried to go in detail and they didn't want to hear it.
Up where?
Up in the sky where I found it.
In
What?
the
In
like
the
it fell off the
sky.
back of a
Something
sky?
fishy is going on around here, and it's not me.
fell off the back of a cloud.
Yeah, we took the cloud up for there's all sorts of stuff up there. It's crazy. That's where we actually source most of our stuff, up in the sky. Yeah, that's it. There
In
you
the
go.
cloud.
Yeah.
Looks at his partner,
Yeah.
nods at her.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, how about the ring? You want to check out this ring? It's got to be yours.
Nope, not interested.
What? You're not even gonna. I took a lot of risk trying to get this.
No, after seeing his necklace and it not being correct, I'm not interested.
Give me 2 more days. I'll get your stuff. Oh, I'll get your stuff.
Is this what always happens? Are you used to this?
No, this never happens.
I'm not good at these.
Is
but
that
can I do an
You
insight
should-
check?
I make a deal with that.
You had like a real impressive, the storm cloud really sold that you actually knew what you were doing.
I know what I'm doing. Like, I got these things. If they had been your things, would have been awesome to have, right?
It was worth
Like
the risk.
some,
Right.
Yeah, well, I'm willing to give it. I'll give it a go again. I'll give it a try again.
Well,
I
I'm
mean,
not looking to burn this bridge. That's for sure.
no,
But
don't
I
burn
do.
the
I think
bridge.
your odds are getting low on being useful ever.
Come on,
Um,
look.
That was pretty rough. No.
This
Like,
thing,
You
this
don't wanna
thing here.
burn any
I'll have you
bridges,
know.
but
That had bite.
like,
He
I put
grabs the necklace
cogwheels
and
on
he's
the
like,
counter.
yeah, he grabs it. He's like, I'll tell you, this is a priceless magical artifact. It can like kind of slightly adjust time.
Hey, prove it.
I take it back.
Yeah. Have a look, see. Yeah.
What does it do?
Can it?
Yeah.
It is kind of over the shoulder to Shion, maybe. Kind of
Yeah,
wanna
magic.
take a peek
Uh,
here.
Yeah, it detects
Yeah.
as it glows. You cast detect magic. It has a hint of like planar magic about it.
Something special, even if it isn't yours.
Well, I mean, it's mine, it's not the one I'm looking for.
Can you show us demonstration?
I mean, Maple, that's not always how. Like, that's not how deals work. Like, you don't have to accept that as what they got you because it's not what you asked for.
I don't
Correct.
have to,
Like,
but
you don't have to give up what they're asking in return for that.
oh,
But you
that's
could.
right. I could.
You don't have to.
But do you
Don't
wanna?
have
I
Kinda.
just. What does it do?
What's it
Well,
do?
Yeah, description.
Well,
I don't know is a perfectly good answer.
Okay.
Detailed description.
All right. So you see this little cog, like the middle one? It's ticking.
Uh-huh.
Just click
Mhm.
it, and it sort of infuses some magic throughout you that makes whatever you do very mediocre and competent. It's
Mediocre
very
and competent.
well,
That's
you
a
know,
battle cry.
it
It makes you average.
it makes you average, yeah. Like,
Well, if you're
like
not
you won't
average,
screw
I can
things
see why
up,
that would
but
be-
you know,
Uh,
you get it just right. The B
Ah.
minus B work you'll be able
Yeah,
to
but
do on a
yeah.
ongoing basis.
hmm?
See, let me try it. I'll try it with this negotiation. And he puts it on his neck.
Click. Go ahead.
Uh-huh.
Well done. Well done.
Suddenly he just feels like everything he's like negotiating with you or like trying to talk to you about, like it seems like reasonable enough, but like you could go either way. Like his deal making, it kind of cuts down maybe on the edge a little bit of like him being so shady that it makes you like instantly distrust him. That you're kind of like, okay, like
Yeah, I'm kind
I'll
of
probably
50-50
keep
on this one,
browsing,
guys.
but yeah, maybe I'll come back and talk to you later after I've talked to a couple other people.
I'm gonna
God,
think
that-
about that for a minute.
With the cog necklace of averageness.
Mediocrity.
Average
yeah.
entropy.
Mediocrity.
Mediocrity.
Cog necklace of
Famed.
mediocrity.
The famed cog necklace of mediocrity +2.
If
There
it
you
becomes something you want, I'll just tell you what the mechanics of it are, so you can make the choice about
Okay.
whether you'd want it. Basically,
something-
you can
is-
use it, and it would allow you to take a 10 on the D20 roll instead of rolling.
Mm.
Yeah,
Oh.
I got
A
that.
t- a
How
10
many
on the
times
die.
a day, or is
Uh-huh.
it charges or something?
Yeah, I think it's probably got charges.
Yeah.
I
Or
mean, with
can't,
how
can't be
we've
used again until the next dawn.
with how we've been rolling, that might not be a bad thing.
Exactly where I was.
But is it worth your eye color? You can only deal away your eye color one time.
Yeah, but
Mhm.
I wasn't
Unless
really
using
it's
it
just
to
it.
actually
unless it's
get your
one
necklace
eye
back.
color. You can get one eye.
Yeah, this
Not the
it's
other.
kind of not exactly the same necklace.
One eye color.
Yeah, 50-50. I can see how that could go. Yeah.
That's a great idea. That's a what a great.
Idea. That'd
I'm-
probably be nice.
or half of an eye color. Some people like that's a really cool effect you can get with your eye, where it's like someone has one eye color, but then there's just like a little part that's a different eye color.
25%.
25% of one eye.
Yeah.
One eye's
That
color.
seems like a deal.
I don't even have a way of doing that one.
Deal.
You can't just take 25% of poor Maple's
I
left
could
eye's color.
Probably take
It'd become
one
poor Maple.
instead of two.
Okay.
Is that better for you though? Like you want two different
no
eye
idea.
color? Okay.
Well, then if you do find another necklace, then I still have the other eye in case it's the one I'm looking for. I can't believe I just said that.
Are you trying to convince him
Even if you
that
have
this
been
is a
doing
deal
a
he
lot of
should accept?
explaining if anybody asks about that.
I'm trying to convince him to keep looking, even though I don't plan on coming back in 2 days.
Okay.
It might work out.
I'll make a persuasion check.
Sure. Can I borrow the necklace first?
No, I'm doing pretty good here.
Oh, all right, that makes sense.
You just gotta beat a 10.
Yeah, that's. Yeah, there we go. That's on par with this campaign.
Oh, I need both
We
eyes.
have rerolls.
Yeah,
True.
I guess
That's
yeah,
true, you
with-
have rerolls.
until I get the necklace, you'd need. But yeah, that makes sense. Okay, both eyes it is.
Oh.
you
I
sure?
stand by my deals.
Are you really sure?
Not a clue. Let's find
Are
out
you
what.
really sure?
Okay, so you're not taking this necklace, you're keeping your eye color, and then if he happens to find your real necklace, he gets both your eye colors. Is that what you're saying?
No, is that what you want me to say?
No, what were you saying? That's what it sounded like you were
I was
saying.
saying eye colors for the necklace he found, even though it's the wrong necklace, just because
Oh, no,
average sounds like a good place to be.
no,
No, no,
Maple. No, don't
What would
give
you
him
deal
both
with
eye
later
colors.
then?
I think they should work on the deal for me, because you have the necklace and I don't.
We don't need the
But
necklace.
that's not the necklace.
We'll get your real necklace.
Have you
when we
seen
go
my
to-
rolls? We need the necklace. I was kidding.
Modifiers really help. I mean, 10 plus. I mean, that's great.
You're having this conversation. He's got this like little like glass disc that he's like got like in the palm of his hand, and he's like puts it up to your cheek. He's like, "Okay, you ready?"
No,
Oh,
don't do
Ah.
that.
What you convince her not to? Oh.
Okay, I'm ready.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then like he like holds up the disc, and then from the other side of you, you just feel like a pinprick or something, like just like a little bit of pain, as the other darkling like just stuck you with a needle, and like this little like teardrop, juts out of your eye, and as that happens, the rest of you see like Maple's eyes are just like black, basically. They're devoid of color now.
oh, well, that's better. I thought
That's
they were gonna be like a
rad.
real life.
I thought they were
That
gonna
looks
make
so
it.
cool. Oh.
I wasn't sure what I was expecting, but it wasn't that.
And there's this like
There's-
there's like this kind of like almost like a sort of inky blot in that little crystal disc that he's got, and he runs over. There's like a little bottle nearby that he sort of deposits it in and corks it off, and then gives you the necklace.
Make
And
sure
says,
you
"A
label
pleasure
the
doing business
expiration.
with you."
Wait, hold
yeah.
on,
Do I-
hold on. What
Do I
was
have
that
the
ring?
necklace now?
Oh yeah.
Do I have the necklace now?
Yeah, he gives it to you.
Okay, I'll put it on and I'll try to put it where the other one was, just to start to feel like maybe I'll forget that it's not the right necklace for a while. Yeah.
What's that ring?
Oh yeah, you want a ring? I've got. It's got to be the one. I've been
highly
assured.
doubt it.
Certain it's not.
Not even close.
Can you describe? Is it? Do you want me to look, Sean?
No, I'm convinced it's not. I would be able to feel it. I definitely
Okay.
can't feel it.
You want to see it, don't you?
Am I looking?
You want to take a look?
I
He
Do I,
opens-
do, I,
I
do
gotta
things look
look.
do things look different to Maple right now, or is her sight changed at all?
Everything
Now
is
that you
like
mentioned it.
yes, I think so. I think it's like a little monochromatic, a little bit. there's always like an other side to these things, right? So I think
Yeah.
that's fair.
I'll pull out my mirror and hand it to you just so that you can see what you look like.
It does look kind of cool.
Oh yeah.
Only you. I'll take my mirror and put it back down. Right back down. Mirror belt pouch.
So the Darkling takes that box out and like opens it up, and there's a silver band, a ring, and it's got this big gemstone in the center, like an amethyst, and there's like a so it's like kind of like a signet ring, and it's
That's
got
pretty.
a spider kind of like carved into the
Oh.
gemstone, and it looks like that's been filled in with like platinum.
Oh. And this is what you thought was the ring that Jill wanted?
Yeah, signet ring, right? That's the one right where I figured it would be.
Which was?
In the place where I found it.
What does it do?
Back to the cloud.
I guess it lets you like get on the walls, get all freaky on the ceiling, walking around.
Excuse
Spider.
Sorry.
Freaky.
And you guess you're not sure? Have you tested it out?
Did you want to
It
borrow
was
the
the
necklace for the rest of the
ceiling, alright.
negotiation?
Yeah. Well, I don't really have a ceiling exactly.
Demonstration. I just want to see how you get freaky.
Well, I can't.
Does it? Does he not have a ceiling?
I mean, there's kind of like, I guess it's probably like, I don't know, maybe a little haphazard, maybe to like try to
Oh, okay.
cling to it. Although he's probably pretty small. He puts it on and he'll like climb up. It's kind of a conical kind of roof to the thing, but he manages to get up there. He's like, "See, what do you think? Pretty cool, huh? Could be useful."
He's just
Actually,
standing there.
Definitely not mine.
No, I'm on the ceiling, man. Look up here.
But I know, I see
That's
you.
my
I
sister.
just... Huh? But the freaky part.
This is freaky, isn't it? I couldn't just normally do this. I guess you
Oh.
don't know that I couldn't do it, but I promise you it's because of the ring.
Ah.
Yep.
And
I'll give it to you for the bass in your voice.
the bass in my voice?
There's a little bit of bass in there. I could use that.
So I'll be talking like this instead.
Well, I don't know. Maybe.
I don't
yes.
think you should do that, Bish.
You should not do that.
Hey,
Bish,
tell
please
me,
don't do
should I
that.
do this? You think, guys? What's this
No,
new
it's
change?
a bad deal. It's a bad deal.
It's a terrible deal.
It's don't be too bad. I don't
Nope.
know. I don't know. They don't like that.
Mm. All right. What else you got? We can work something out. We're having a shopping episode. That's
The other thing is,
Did not see that coming.
yeah, I
So
don't know.
do you have the tools? You promised the tools.
Oh, I don't think I didn't say tools. Did I? I said tools.
Yep.
I don't recall them saying they were gonna. I thought that they only were.
I
gonna
knew
get
about
things
ring
for
and
Maple
amulet.
and Shion.
No, it was amulet and tools because I never made a deal.
Oh, I must have. When you said tools, I must have heard ring.
Yeah. I think. Yeah.
I don't
sound-
think my contact didn't
similar.
see no tools, so sorry about that.
You're a lot better
Mix
at
up.
this when you're wearing the amulet.
Well, it's a one of a kind. You got me.
I'm liking this thing.
I don't know. What do you think? How about like?
I mean,
I have some peach fuzz on my lip.
I already got a lot of that. I don't think I need any more.
You be doing me a solid getting rid of that.
Overstocked on peach fuzz.
Phew. Wow,
Hmm.
this is tricky, isn't it? What
Well,
about how about your ability to count?
Wow.
No,
No?
I need that.
Why? Why? Why do you need that? You got 4 other people around you that can count for you.
I wouldn't
But
know.
how would you know
But
that?
she
I
Yeah.
wouldn't
wouldn't
know
know.
that anymore.
It would be 1-1-1-1.
Or even 0-0-0, or even
Yeah,
cannot
it
divide by 0.
There'd just be no
be
counting at all. It'd just be
be
people.
Maybe
Oops.
just like a range. I could like have a
Range.
range of your numbers you can comprehend.
no. Would you do that?
That
Yeah.
sounds so cool.
No, you wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't, because I'm a merchant.
No.
And I need to be able to count.
Yeah,
It's pretty important to my job, actually.
I think I need it too. I need to count things, and it's important. Knowing the number, certain numbers or things is important for me.
You
Yeah.
could give him like 1,000,000 to 1 bajillion. You know,
Yeah.
because you use those numbers so often.
Mm. I don't. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have a hard pass.
Okay.
I apologize.
Well, you ever want to walk on walls, you know where to find me. Right here.
Okay. All right. If ever we need, if ever we ask for anything that specifically that we need, and we'll get something similar but not quite the same thing, we know who to ask.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Yep.
it's been a pleasure doing business with you.
Get this sucks.
I'll be all right. I'll be okay. Sorry about that. Sorry about that.
Is there anything else you want me to get close on for you?
I won't promise to get it, but I'll get it close.
Hey, you told me a necklace and a ring. I find a necklace and a ring, right?
They were pretty specific about the details of such items, though.
These are the only ones I
This
can
one, this
it
do
one
was
isn't,
actually-
isn't even close.
It's actually a necklace and tinker tools, so you're all right.
Well, I
Have you
didn't hear
combined it?
anything about any tinker tools.
I understand.
Yep. Yep. Totally made a deal about Tinker Tool.
I mean, I heard you talking about some tinker tools over there at the hut with the frog.
Yeah.
I didn't know I was supposed to find those. I didn't. The way that I found these things, they didn't say anything about any tinker tools. I don't think they're there, here, or anywhere.
What?
Here in
That's
the
not helpful.
sky.
Wait, let's just drop it.
Okay. That's worrisome.
I
Okay.
didn't say anything about my ring either, so he'd have no clue what to look for. That's how I knew it wasn't my ring.
Well, you don't have. I mean, you can have another ring. I mean, then when you find your ring, you'll have 2 rings.
Oh no,
Is there
I
one-
don't need
maybe
that
That
ring.
makes sense.
So maybe it's just a situation where everyone's looking for a ring. There's multiple people that are looking for a ring, so they assumed
Well,
one of us was
My
looking for
actual
one.
question is, who do these actually belong to? Whose necklace are you wearing now?
Slowly holds her
yours.
new
And
No,
necklace.
it's yours.
Whose,
It's yours.
no, whose ring do they have? Who do those belong to? They're obviously not ours.
Oh no!
I mean, anything that you buy could have been somebody else's at some point.
But we're all looking for a specific thing, which means there's more than a few of us looking for a specific item.
Are you a criminal?
I'm not a criminal. I'm
Yep.
a merchant. See the
I
sign?
feel like it. I feel like
Fair
I feel like
fairs.
To be fair, if you found my actual necklace, criminal or not, I'd have been okay with that.
Yeah, it would have been fine.
I feel like this isn't the
That's-
case. But
that's what
the necklace, or not the necklace, the ring that he was showing us, that ring is different from the halfling who was pulled into the mirror, right?
Yeah.
The one. Okay.
He had like a wedding band, like a pretty
Yeah, he had an
simple.
engagement ring.
Okay, that's what I thought. I don't know. I wasn't sure if they had like
Yeah.
some
Yoinked
other
it.
some other like special ring. So okay, that's what I thought. But I was like, what
You
if?
haven't probably haven't bumped into any antler heads, right? Or do you want to give you another job? Probably
Yeah, any
not.
stag heads?
Staghead? You want a staghead? That's going to be tricky.
Wow.
If it's the one I'm thinking of.
Oh, you do know.
Can you describe it?
Oh, who you
Uh,
think?
It's pretty big.
Just trying to hook up a friend, yeah.
Big?
It's got like 20 points.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's
Claw?
this. It's a large skull. Maybe know where it is.
Guys, huddle. She's gonna try to like bring you guys over and and try to like okay. And she's gonna like make sure like the merchant isn't listening. She's gonna try to like
You don't
go in.
listen. Don't listen.
Cover your ears and hum.
How's that thing work on the ceiling again? Way up there, over there, on the other side of the yeah.
All right, and she's gonna like lean in. Okay, so like, what if we say that like, okay, in exchange for the stag head, we give you another head, but it's Clapperclaw's head that he doesn't even want.
What if that's not the right head?
I mean, it's a stag. Maybe we talk to Clapperclaw, but just an
Agreed.
idea.
I think
Just an
it's gonna
idea.
work out
I think
the
we should
same
talk to
way.
It's probably not gonna be Couple Close Head though.
Worth
It'll
a
be an
try.
upgrade.
Cause he did. I don't know.
It'll
He wanted a
almost
stag.
work, which might not be good enough. I'm on board.
All right, just a consideration that if we do need to do such a thing, there is another head available, because he can apparently switch his head, so we can provide a head should he be willing to give up his gourd head.
We should definitely speak with him first.
Yeah, it's probably good to get consent before you give up your
Don't finish
face.
that sentence, please.
Yeah.
Nope. Nope.
All right.
Move on.
Do we even turn around and talk to the merchant, or do we all just leave after the huddle?
I love that plan.
we don't
We just walk away.
we don't even say.
Definitely just walk away.
I love that.
I will
The
lead
whole
us
huddle
away.
All right, break and then just leave.
All right. So you walk away from the storm balloon.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
come back through that area where yeah, kind of like people I guess are gathering here at this point. There are 2 lengths of chain that are coming off of that tree. And yeah, it just seems like there's kind of I don't know, maybe like 24 bullywugs just loitering around. Seems like they're kind of waiting for something to happen here.
Like an
King is
execution.
kind of pacing around a bit.
Are they like all gathered like for the storytelling, or are they just kind of milling about?
Because it's kind of milling about. Over by where the king is kind of pacing about, there's another bullywug who's like suiting up with like a breastplate and like a helm, and he's grabbed a long sword and is kind of waving it about, almost like he's getting some practice swings in, just sort of chopping at the air. And you hear Illig says, "Sir Mundlemud, you have nothing to worry about. Get the nerves out. This is going to be a quick job. Easy peasy."
Uh-oh. It's gonna
I don't
happen.
I
Are
don't
we
think
gonna let
that's gonna
this?
be a good job.
Maybe let's ask when this is happening.
Okay. You see your friend from the factory is around, and you go and you chat him up, and he says, "Oh, hey guys." Um, I think
Hello.
any moment now it's going to be happening here.
Oh, so it's like soon.
Pretty soon, I think.
Oh, shoot. All right.
Are you excited about that?
Mm,
I just kind of have to be here, you know.
Oh,
how come?
Everyone's supposed to be here. The king really wants to make sure everybody sees that he can get the job done.
Oh, that makes sense. Hmm.
It's a spectacle.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if we really need any more spectacle. I mean, yesterday was kind of a little bit too much for me.
thinking the same thing. Haven't we had enough death
It's for
around here?
everybody.
It's
So
like,
this-
it's always happens. Every king, you know, very next day they gotta do some kind of big explosion or contest or feats of strength or
Has it always been
pageantry
this
or
way? Has it always been this way?
no,
How-
not always.
Well, hold on a second. So what did Gullip do on his first day?
Well, we had the trial by combat thing. He did that. He told you about the oil. Probably he loves telling that story. So he did that, and then uh, uh jeez, I guess maybe he was okay. Maybe he didn't do so much.
Uh,
So it sounds like this is kind of how it always is. It doesn't change.
Yeah, kinda. It's
You said
been this
you
way
said
for a
it
long
doesn't belong?
time.
But it hasn't always been this way? It hasn't?
No, but just since Bavlorna moved in. Yeah.
What? Why? Why all of a sudden you guys want to kill each other?
I don't know. It just kind of comes over certain types, I guess.
Oh. Has anyone ever just tried to stop this?
Yeah, lots. I mean, we always get some guy who says, "I'm gonna stop this. I'm gonna stop this," and then he kills the king, and then he doesn't stop it, and then it just keeps happening. A lot of yes, we can, and 4 more days, and lots of chanting happening, and unfulfilled promises.
huh.
But you just gotta get used to it, I guess. And I just keep working on the balloons, and they'd say, "Hey, go put out a fire for 4 days or however many days it was that I was in there, and nobody come and help me." So what do you guys got going on?
Well,
Iconic
Yes,
disappointment from the
Uh-huh.
merchant guys.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
those
and then-
guys. Oh, your eyes are looking kind of weird.
Oh, thank
Oh,
you.
yes. So that's true. New
Yeah.
eye color.
Yeah,
Or
And then
just
there's-
lack thereof.
It's like 2 little tadpoles swimming around in there.
I try to move back and forth.
Oh
To
yeah,
make the-
that's
there
it. That's
you
what they look like.
Okay, that's okay.
yeah. I guess we'll just watch this thing and then go talk to Clapperclaw, maybe, huh?
I can't.
Yep.
So you kind of hunker down and wait to see what happens.
We try
At
to
some-
stop this guy at all.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Last time we intervened, things turned out this way.
I know, but at the same time,
They were getting better, and then
I
but
think
Yeah, not so
it
much.
seems like. But the thing is that this person that they tried to do something else. They're trying to help, weren't they? They're trying to help. They're trying to stop this mess.
this
That's
is the girl that stole the pseudo dragon in the first place, right?
Mm.
Trying to save the little
Yeah,
guy.
she doesn't she or no, she doesn't work. Does she work for whoever the fairy dragon worked for, or she just
No, she's a bullywug
supports?
too. She was.
She is a bullywug,
Yep.
but she just supports what the fairy dragon wants.
She was trying to sneak that fairy dragon out of here.
Yeah, her and the
Hmm.
one that died in the crash, they were two that were willing to stick their necks out to help Sir Talaver get free. So she helped arrange for them to get the balloon, which worked. They got away, but then Bevlorna seemingly was able to get to them and caused the balloon to crash.
Oh, okay.
And now it would seem that Sir Talaver is back in Bevlorna's possession.
That's not cool.
Can we go talk to the prisoner one last time?
Mhm.
Well, kind of as you're talking, you can see two of the knights
You
are
prayed it out.
pulling her out of the hut, and she's just wearing, like cloth or whatever, and you can see her presumed the combatant that she's going to go up against is heavily armed, and like this isn't going to be a fair fight. Like she's just shackled or arms kind of tied up with a bit of rope or whatever, and she's just being trotted out
Well,
over to the tree.
oh, this isn't fair.
Where's that new king?
Did you not get a weapon? I asked the balloon guy.
Gee, usually they do. I mean, usually it's like, fair fight. You get a sword, everybody gets a sword. You get a plumed hat, you get a plumed hat, everybody gets a plumed hat.
I want a plumed
Doesn't
hat.
look like this is the way they're gonna play that game there.
Well, that's
But
not right.
not very good. No, I think this is gonna be a real short show.
Where's that new king?
It's
Gotta
okay.
have
I
a
got a lot of
conversation.
work to do over at the factory anyway. The king he's over like kind of giving his man a little bit of a hype talk. And yeah, he's just saying, no need to draw this fight out, just off with her head, boom, done. Let's not play this out too much, man.
What are you thinking, Maple? You think you're gonna try and make it a fair fight, or what?
Do we want to make it a fair fight or just stop it altogether? Eventually, we need to start standing up to this bad mortal lady.
I know
This isn't a bad place to start.
this is
Your friend from the factory says, "Oh, you're thinking about? Oh, okay, you guys are gonna make this a little interesting, huh? You think you could stop the fight? Maybe I will stick around."
Yeah.
Well, you
Yeah.
could just you're allowed to take her spot if you want. That's in the rules. It used to be in the rules.
really.
That does sound like a lot of fun until. Oh boy.
Hurt to the death.
Well, we make it like a real last minute thing. You
Yeah.
step in there, Maple, and you kick the crap out of that bullywog with the big sword.
Yeah. That
If you
does
don't
sound
feel comfortable, I'll do it.
Oh, I feel comfortable.
Maybe you'll intimidate him with your new eyes. He'll just
Wow.
back down.
Good.
You could tell him you were possessed and that you have the ability to steal his soul and things like that, and maybe he would, a little frightened.
I have a question. What happened if something other than a bullywug strikes down the king? Did they become king of the bullywugs even though they're not a bullywug?
Is that what we want?
Hmm.
I mean,
I don't know. No one's ever tried or wanted to be king of the bullywugs except a bullywug.
Hmm.
That would be a first. I'd stick around for that too.
the moral compass. Okay. All right.
Hmm.
So you can see she's being shackled, one wrist or by her ankle, I guess, to the tree. And the knight also seems to be making his way over there. And it looks like they're getting ready to shackle his ankle to the chain as well.
Oh, they're gonna play like a tug of war.
I think it looks more like to you that this is just to keep it to close combat, that they're both tethered to the tree, so no
Okay.
one's running away,
Okay.
kind of thing.
Got it. I was
Quick
picturing either
nipple.
end of the chain.
Mm,
It's now or never.
Now or never.
I got some. I can always make the one guy laugh really hard, or
When
hopefully.
you've got your new necklace and everything, you should be fine.
I was hoping to do really better than average.
That's true.
I'm gonna head over to the ring. And is His Majesty busy?
He's just not really busy, just talking to the guy.
I'm gonna fly into the center of the ring between the two of them, and just wait to see what he says.
And he says, Maple, was it? You're gonna want to clear the field of play here because we got. I don't know if you know this. There's sort of a
No,
big to-do happening.
I don't think I do. And I turn and I want to make sure he sees my new eyes because they're really spooky.
They don't. You should probably go and maybe talk to those merchants about fixing up your eyes. Look real. Some kind of bog disease, maybe, that we don't
can't
get
let
as
this
bullywugs.
pretend fight happen. This isn't on par.
This is a real fight. There will be blood. I promise. I promise everybody there will be blood.
I think I'm gonna have to take her place.
Oh, come on. Don't do that.
I
Don't.
got to.
And everybody, there's like a, the shocked unison gasp from the crowd. And he's like, okay, I guess. All right, everyone, change of plans. I guess we've got a new contender. Maple from Parts Unknown is... All right, unchain her. And you see the guards go over and they unshackle her ankle. And she looks sort of bewildered and surprised, but
I'm just gonna
elated.
head over to her. You tried to do the right thing, and I think more bullywugs have to do that.
This is
I applaud.
very unexpected.
Get
But-
that shackle on your ankle. Let's go. I'm kind of excited to see what happens.
The guards kind of pull her away.
Are you?
You get shackled, and then you can see the bullywug knight is like,
You don't have to do this.
no, I have to. He says I do. And the king's like, it's true. He does have to do it because I say so. I'm the king now. It's fine, Sir Mundlemud, whatever your name is. You'll do fine. I know you got my full backing. I know you can do this.
He barely knows your name, bro.
I know. Okay. So he pulls out his sword and he's looking at you. You're both tethered to this length of chain, so you're about maybe like right
Okay.
now starting position is like you're 10 or 20 feet apart. And he's not moving towards you. He's got his sword out. But then all of a sudden he's like, "Ah!" And then he starts charging at you with sword out. Let's roll initiative.
Initiative or-
just me and you.
There it is. I love
What-
this character
you
so
guys-
much.
Oh man, never fails.
Oh man.
Do you have any rerolls left?
You got 4 rerolls
even-
left.
Reroll.
All right, you know what?
Reroll.
I will reroll this one, but it's only
Use
because I
all the
wanted to take
rerolls
the
in this.
object. And I'm up to 7. There you go.
Yeah, that's better.
It's better. It's better.
That's better. it is better.
That's ridiculous. I'm trying to talk to this guy. Like, we have to stand up to the real.
All right. Oh, do I have a reroll? I do. I'll use it. Did you use the reroll too, right?
I used a reroll, yes.
All right. So you guys have 3. I still have 1 there. So I'll try that again. Oops. Okay. Looks like it didn't matter. So Maple, you see he's charging at you kind of clumsily like.
Nice.
And you have the drop on him.
Mabel's just gonna take the dodge action,
Okay.
and to start, and then just step a little out of the way, and say, "We have to start focusing on the real enemy here." I'm trying to talk to him during this quote unquote combat.
Okay. So he charges ahead and he's going to attempt to make an attack on you.
He's so cute though.
He's got a I guess he yeah, I said he had a long sword, so we'll say he's got a long sword.
Sure.
So he'll attack at disadvantage.
That's a hit.
14 is a hit. Okay.
14 is a magic number.
So he manages to get a decent hit in there. It's 10 points of slashing. And the crowd kind of erupts in like an astonished excitement. And even he's kind of like, as he like, hits you or grazes you with his sword, he lets out a, I'm doing it, guys! And then it's your turn.
And I punch him in the face. 3 and 5. It's just going to be a d20 plus 5. Is 13.
A 13 will miss. So like you hit, and he manages to like as he's like kind of cheering a bit, like you just punch right into his armor.
Okay.
And I guess I'll anything else, Maple?
Nope.
Okay. Anything that any of the rest of you are doing, like as you're watching the fight, kind of like now at this point, it like looks like okay, the fight is actually happening.
What did they do with the prisoner? Did they lead her away? Did they send her away? Is she watching?
They've kind of like rebound her hands, and she's just standing on the sidelines cheering for Maple.
She will rage before the end of her turn.
Okay. Sounds good. So then Sir Mundle Mud turns around and is going to try to take a swing. With a 24 to hit.
Ow.
Jeez.
And that'll be 6 points of damage. And it continues. He does like a leap overhead. I guess as this happens, like this is like he does like a Jedi thing where like he leaps over your head and like kind of slashes at your shoulder, and then jumps over on the other side to try to get like maybe like an advantage on his next round or something. Not mechanically, but
yeah.
So then it is your go.
As he goes to land, I'm pulling the battle axe, and I'm going to go ahead and hit him. I'm going to use reckless attack.
I believe in you.
Oh yeah, once I decided to.
All right, that's a hit.
Oh, nice.
Great, I'm so glad I didn't kill him.
So your axe like nicks him in a place where maybe his armor just like little awkward like open spot. You kind of catch him, and all of a sudden he seems like he's starting to get like a little steely. Like he was a little dopey. He wasn't really sure like what this fight was going to be, but he's getting a little confident now. And so he's going to try to
Okay.
return that. You said that was a reckless,
I've got it up there.
and an 8. I'll use my last reroll here.
I could use you if we go after the real problem. I'd hate to see you fall today. It's just grinching your teeth a little bit. You're not bad at this. Natural 20.
Oh.
13.
13, you said?
Yeah. So he just kind of replies back. He's like, "I'm gonna win, and then Bavlorna's gonna see me as like maybe the next king or something."
You know you're going to join me, and we're going to take care of Bravlorna together. I'm swinging my battle axe at him. Again, reckless.
All right, that's a hit.
It's up. Still only 6.
All right, you managed to hit him again. Stop it. Check in. Anything that the folks from the crowd are doing at all?
Is putting a mortified face on anything like count as an action or anything like that? I'm just shocked.
How how close is everyone around this fight?
Probably like maybe so. Like there's a tree. There's 10 length of chain. Maybe like 10 feet beyond that length of chain
Mm-hmm.
is where like the crowd is kind of huddled. They're pretty close, like 5-10 feet from that. At this point, it probably doesn't matter because I think Maple and Sir Mundlemud are kind of in pretty close. They're not like stretching out that chain to its like full length or whatever.
Mhm.
They're in it, so crowds maybe like crowding in a little bit because they feel like they've got the allowance now.
All right. I'm
What?
gonna try
Oh,
to crowd in closer, like super tight, like
Like
move in. I might have a soggy Kleenex in my hand.
Very nice. That's how we're going. That's great.
all right,
And
Lim.
I'm just gonna
Oh,
maybe have one ready.
So my thought is, if things are looking bad, I want to be able to cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter, but I want to do it kind of hidden away, like maybe like hidden within our group, if that's possible. Like that's what I want to do but I'm not sure how to like.
So it should not be
so
blatant.
if
Yeah.
you want to kind of be sneaky about the fact that you're casting a spell, I'd let you do like a sleight of hand check to see if you
Okay.
can like kind of pull off.
Okay. Ye- Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna try to sleight of hand check.
Okay.
Okay. Here you go. Hopefully we're.
All
Could
right.
be worse. It's not bad.
And then what do you need from me for the spell?
It is a charisma save? No, wisdom save.
Wisdom.
Yeah. It has to beat a 13.
He gets a 12.
Oh.
So he starts giggling.
So all of a sudden, your opponent here, Sir Mundlemud, just like starts cracking up and laughing. And does he like fall on the ground? Is that the spell? Does he have to drop?
It doesn't tell me like all, like
Okay.
the flavor behind it in Fantasy Grounds, but it says prone, incapacitated. So yeah, he like falls on the floor
Okay.
laughing.
Yeah, he gets on his back and he just starts like he drops his like weapon. He's just like laughing and holding his gut. Maple, what do you do?
Maple has been affected by Tasha's Sidious laughter twice, not too long ago. So I think she might know what this is. Um, is that allowed? Is that do you think maybe she caught on to this?
Sure, have a Arcana check at advantage.
I wish I could say that Lim told her that she has this, but I don't think she ever
Got
did.
it. I
Like,
got
I
it.
don't remember.
Not only has she seen Lim do it, but I spent time in front of a case in the fair or in the carnival that had Tasha's going. She's
Yeah,
seen this.
I think with your 16, you both
Mhm.
know the spell and who cast it, probably.
Yeah. So she's going to use the necklace. She's going to need a charge because she's going for a deception check, and she's going to play along. She'd be like, "And then we're going to take out Bavmorda. We're all going to gather together. It's going to be amazing. We're going to become a team. It's going to be funny." And I'm trying to play along with it, and trying to get the crowd involved too.
So
Nice.
those of you that are nearby your bullywug friend from the factory, he's just like, this fight is really kind of confusing me a little bit. I don't get what's happening. Maybe maybe this is one of those things you gotta just keep watching, and like it'll be like, oh, I get it. Like at the end, maybe.
It's because he's seriously he's laughing at this whole society that you guys have going on here, and he's thinking of rebelling.
That's it. That's what's okay.
Insurrection,
I
maybe?
It
missed
makes
that.
sense. It makes sense, doesn't it?
It doesn't, but I believe you because I didn't get that. I didn't see that.
Maybe
Um,
You should
instead
laugh
of
too. It's important. We should
Yeah.
all laugh.
And I'm gonna
I don't feel any different.
I'm gonna go to try to help him up, and at that moment, I want to like just grab his hand, see if shake him awake, and eventually knock him up in the arm a little bit, trying to do some damage to knock him out of the spell, so that he can start playing along or make a decision after that.
Okay.
If I can tell that he's trying to like get the laughter to stop, then Lim would like recognize that and drop it. So that way,
And it's a smack on the back at the end of it with, and then you should join us, and we can figure out what to do about Bavmorda. And I hit him really hard in the back.
Okay. So you're attempting to do some damage to him.
Yeah. Well.
Okay.
Yeah. If it's an unarmed strike, it'll just be my
He'll
the
get
point of the
like
damage is to break the spell, but Lim's gonna break the spell anyway, so whichever comes first.
okay. Well, he gets saving throws at the end of his turn. So like if it's just a matter of like waiting for him to fall out of it, eventually that'll happen.
That makes sense.
So yeah, so like if you're saying like you're gonna stop like fighting him and like hoist him up, he's still laughing. We can just like bypass, time happens and then he falls out of the spell.
In that time, maybe his weapon could be over there, or
okay. You like kick his weapon away.
Yeah. So if maybe a little more cooperative when he comes out of it.
Like everyone's like getting like a lot of the bullywugs are like confused, like they just don't understand like exactly what is happening right now, why he's laughing, and eventually like he stops laughing, and then like his face, like his little rosy like embarrassment is just like painted all over his face. And you've got his hand. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Like holding his arm. He tries to like take his arm away from you. And as he does so, like, I guess, are you trying to like appeal to the crowd a little bit that you like, kind of like you're being merciful, like you could have killed him? Like, what's the play here?
I want it to look like I'm trying to recruit him. I want him and the rest of the village to join us in this uprising. But at the moment, being merciful, I could have obviously killed him. And we already overpowered. I already overpowered him.
Okay, I would say make me a performance check to see if like the crowd
And
is.
that's when I use my new necklace.
So you click that and you give it a.
I roll an
Wait.
11.
It's been used though. It's been
Oh, is it
used
used for the
today.
day?
Yeah.
Okay.
'cause-
I knew it had charges, but I didn't know how many.
Yeah, it's
Okay, here we go.
once per dawn.
All right, no, we got this. I can roll well once with this character.
You got this.
Yeah.
There it is. 10.
There are three rerolls if you want to use
Reroll.
one.
I'm gonna use a
Reroll.
reroll. I'm gonna use a
Reroll.
reroll, and it's gonna be higher.
Yeah,
That's
it
how
is.
this works.
Higher, higher,
There we
higher.
go.
higher.
Okay.
There we go.
So, the effect here is that when he rips his arm away from you, it looks like he's being like kind of like a bad sport, and the bullywugs go boo, and they start like kind of jeering at him and throwing trash at him, and he's like, "Hey,
Whoa.
that's
Give him a
not fair.
chance."
There's a witchcraft.
What?
You cast a spell on me and make me laugh." And
You were laughing
I
at
was
fighting
doing real
before.
good. I was winning. I definitely was winning the fight.
The only way to win is to go after this hag thing.
Oh.
And that's when you started laughing, when you realized it was true.
Everybody starts like kind of backing away from you, and like the king's like, "Oh, I suppose." And he's like looking up. He's like,
You
"We're
remember the
going
way
to-"
it was before she took over? Don't you remember how happy it was? That's why he was laughing. He remembered for just a moment.
It's a tie. It's a tie. It's a draw. And like everybody's like, all the frogs are jumping in the river in the lake, like getting out of here as fast as possible.
One wants to stick around for my speech. And in the
Well.
course of bullywug events, it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the ties that. Sorry.
One frog after another jumping away during the speech.
I can't
Not exactly
remember-
the moment.
I can't remember all of the words to convert it to bullywug relevant text, but you know, fight the hag.
Well, that didn't go the way
The
I
sad
planned,
elf
and I
is
pick
like
up-
right over your shoulder, and he's just like, "That would have been that would have been a dope speech, man."
Thanks, bro.
Then he
I
just
mean, bro.
goes back to the shadows.
Did my opponent take off too? Is he long gone?
Yeah, he's wearing like
Isn't he
he's like
shackled
fully.
to
Oh yeah, he's stuck there, I guess, right? Like he's like, "Hey guys, I'm still here." Like,
I slowly cut him loose.
okay, like you with your axe, like you break the chain or whatever.
Yeah.
As soon as you do, then he doesn't get in the lake because he's all armored up, but he just kind of dopily like runs off into the.
Well,
You
now
had a
we've
really
done
good
it.
chance.
Now
No?
we've done it, I think, huh? We've
Yeah.
alienated the bullywugs, so we've probably caught Bavlarna's attention. But we did save this
Yes,
person.
she's alive.
So we
Yeah,
but
she
did that
is.
person run away too?
She'd still be there, and she
Okay,
comes
then we
up.
can cut her bindings and right on. Hey, we just saw them bringing Sir Talavar into the thing. You want to sneak up there with us and cause some mischief?
I don't know if I can provide any assistance at all. Of course, I'd be happy to go with you. I'm not afraid.
You have mischievous ideas? Those are always helpful. We can go talk to Clapperclaw as well. Recruit him, and then we'll go. We'll complete this insurrection for the bullywugs.
Show 'em it can be done.
Or at least find our stuff.
So I'll remind you of one thing about Clapperclaw is that he is terrified of Bavlorna.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, okay. I thought it was
So-
the other hag. I thought, okay,
Kind of all hags. He
that's fair.
Yeah.
That's
no
probably
thanks.
very fair.
But
It's a
General.
reasonable fear.
but she's on board. She'll go with you.
Kind of wanted to bring that knight along. He's not bad.
Oh, yeah.
That'd been cool.
Vish, you don't happen to have to sneeze, do you? Maybe have a tissue, a moist towelette. And I'm like looking at my arm.
No, you
If you
sick?
don't have anything to wipe all the blood off of poor.
No, this would
That's
just
okay.
smear it. The healing balm would just smear it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
But I have
That's
this. Do you want to feel better?
Hell yeah.
Oh, okay.
I thought
Just
that's what
wanted to
that
check
was.
out. Oh, that's what you. Oh,
Oh, I really did.
sorry.
I'm not trying to
She's
be mean.
gonna.
I'm just
She's
being
gonna run over
confused.
and just. I don't know. You. Okay. Nice little runny boogie texture.
Hell yeah.
I swear it's just bomb. It's just bomb.
So
And
you got
I
like
will.
that Vicks Vapor Rub sent to it?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Nice.
Baparoo.
Fish vapor rub.
And
Vapor Rub. I like it.
Trademark.
oh, there you go.
Nice.
11
Hell
points
yeah.
back.
Nice.
Thank you.
That was a good one.
It's nice.
Things are turning around, guys.
Yeah, already.
So,
We saved a life.
Yes. Time to. Let's do it.
and
It's time to do
terrified
it.
a population.
Let's face
Yeah.
this bully.
Yeah.
So
This is-
Morgort
this is gonna be
says,
bad.
"Do you want to swim? Maybe
go-
we
go
should
there's
get you a
Murrow-
boat."
Murrow
Mm-mm.
in there?
The
Yeah,
last
boat.
time we swam, things didn't go well.
She
Mm-hmm.
she jumps in the water, and she like gets over to the other side of the lake and like commandeers one of these little rowboats and brings it on over to you. And then there's enough room for certainly like enough of you. Maybe Maple has to kind of fly alongside
Maple
or
can
whatever,
fly,
but
that's fine.
you start to take that boat then over to the center of the lake where the cottage is. And you're looking up. Once you're like in the fog, as you're getting closer and closer, you can start to make out the shape and the size and the enormity of the scaffolding. It's like 4 flights of wooden stairs that rise up out of the swamp, and kind of a landing up top where there's a ladder that leads to the trapdoor that you saw Egden go up earlier.
Hey
So,
guys, what's our plan here? I ask as we're rowing across. What are we gonna do?
Was rather.
What's our
Well,
plan?
we're gonna.
I wasn't ready for this yet.
We
Yeah.
asked for us. I thought we were gonna ask for our stuff back after giving
Yeah,
her the
we'll
book.
go up there, say, give us our stuff back,
Here's the book.
or face justice.
Or face justice.
I believe it
And
was
we
half of
maybe
that.
we could tell on. I mean, they're pretty rude. Maybe let them know that they're being mean and bullies.
We could inform them. We could pull the mirror up to their villainous visage and make them look internally to their souls and see how evil they are.
Yeah.
Is that a work?
Are you?
How are you gonna do that?
Is that good? Is
We're
that a good
gonna
idea
tell
or
them-
not? I can't tell. You say these things, Arlo, and the way you say, I can't tell if you think it's a good idea or bad idea.
Well,
I know it's time to face this oppression. We have to meet her and tell her why we're here. We can't just hide out in the village and watch them kill each other anymore.
Right. She's got our stuff.
But honestly, beyond that, I
Shion,
don't
you
really
have a
know
mirror,
what to do.
so that's what you hold that up. Tell them, look at what you've become.
I don't know. I don't know if
still ain't sure.
You usually have these great plans, Arlo, but I'm just not getting
I
behind
know. I
this one.
still don't get it. Are you being serious or not?
Oh no! I'm out of ideas. Let's just go.
All right, we'll go up there. We'll wing it. We'll do okay.
I think you're right,
Yeah.
Shion, that we need to have a plan. And you also have made a good point that maybe we don't have one. And I have no way to answer your question.
At the very
Okay.
least, we know we can return an item.
Yes, we have her book. We should tell her.
Yeah.
Mhm. and we can give that plank of wood from the house, so we have that.
Oh yeah,
Didn't
that's
even know
right.
we
We
had
owe
that.
that to
We owe a plank of wood.
Peter Cottontail or whatever his name
Uh,
is.
His name's
Um,
Ogden, and he's here, and I'd love to see him. That'd be great.
We don't want to see him in the same spot as the Hag, though, because them together.
They
Their
probably
powers
don't get along. Bad
combined.
guys never really
I'm
get
not
along.
entirely certain we want to see the Hag yet.
Oh, I know we
I
don't,
don't
but we
know.
don't. I don't see
I'm
a
not
way
prepared
around
to
it.
see a Hag yet.
I don't think there's really anything else we can do. Just got our
I
stuff.
can't. I
We
can't
might
watch you
go-
bullwug
might
kill each
go-
other
I'm
anymore.
sorry, Sion, but I can't wait any longer. If she had my stuff, I need it.
I can't watch these bullwugs kill each other anymore. I just can't do it.
That's what'll keep happening if you keep hanging out with them.
It's
That's
just
the
gonna be
next 10 years.
It's
You
just
don't
gonna
stop.
be what a tragedy, right? What a
Can't do it.
session 59.
Step
Bullywug
step into the
King
next
number.
fight 5 days later. Oh,
King Gullop the 73rd.
King Illig the 73rd.
I gotta get some.
Bullock, back and forth, Gullop, back and forth, back and forth.
I'd love to sell you a better plan, but I don't have one.
Plan is to ask for our stuff back and have a discourse with the hag, and we have her book, so we can give that back to her. That should at least earn us a slight amount of goodwill.
Goodwill or bargaining chip.
Right, bargaining chip, maybe some goodwill. Maybe we get out of there alive, or we get out of there with our stuff. Go home to wherever you
and we're getting
consider home.
ahead. And we're getting a stag head.
Yeah, all of this while we're like climbing the ladder up there.
Goat
Yeah,
heart.
I did. Don't forget
That
the
is
stag
exactly
head,
when you want
everybody.
to plan things. Yes.
There might be an elf heart up there.
Oh yeah, we
heart.
gotta
Oh,
get
yeah.
Emo Eddie's
Oh,
heart
yeah.
back.
Emo
Yeah.
Smash
Well,
Mouth singers.
Yes,
Or is
we
it-
got
was
some
it-
Emo
special
Smash.
So Shion, you're with us, right?
What is it, Tavian?
Octavian.
Yeah, Octavian.
Octavian. Emo
I didn't
Eddie.
hear you
I'll
say
let
yes,
know.
Shion. I'm getting nervous.
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Okay, well you stay on the boat.
You could
I
not
don't
be
think
sure.
that's a good idea either.
No, you should physically come with us anyways. And then
I'll
just
come with you.
If you're all afraid, I'll go first.
I'm terrified, but here I
I'm-
go.
I agree with the lack of a
I'm
plan.
tired of being
Other than that, I'm
oppressed
good.
by someone
Is it-
I've never even met.
I'm climbing the. Don't worry,
You-
guys.
You want to
It's
be
not-
your Prussian requires commitment. Yeah. What?
Do you want the book? Fish?
Huh?
Do
I'm,
you
I'm,
want
I'm trying
the-
to open the. I'm trying to open the trap door. What?
Do you want the book to be there? I'll pass up the book.
You don't want to
Alright.
hold
Grab
on to the
book and I'll
target
go
any
in there.
longer?
I'll go in there. I'll go up there with Vish.
I'm following.
Well, I'm going in.
So I'll just share the map. You can tell me if any of you like didn't go up there or whatever. But at some point, it sounds like Vish maybe leads the way and brings you up into this really large room that has a big pool in the middle of it. There's stagnant water that is filling this big cavity, I guess, in the center of the room. Maybe is about a foot in depth, the water. Rising from the center is the head of a stone well. And there's sort of a, sulfuric, well, maybe not sulfur, but just that kind of swamp smell is very powerful, pungent in here. You can see, I guess maybe over here, there's like a freestanding mirror right there. Actually, where is it? I'm not sure where it is depicted on the map. It's probably not that big. Oh, right. Sorry, here it is. There's a freestanding mirror that's sitting in the pool, sort of an oval shape, floating in the water.
Would
Not floating,
this
but standing in the
mirror
mirror in the water.
would this mirror look similar to the one that was at the carnival?
I guess insofar as it's make a perception check, I guess.
Okay. Because I know we saw that one where like the creepy girl with the pig mask spoke to us. So I'm curious if it's oh, I've never rolled that high in this game.
I feel like there was some details on that mirror in the tent.
Were there glyphs around the edges?
I just remember
Yeah.
it was I just remember that it was a white mirror. That's about it. That was like an ovally white mirror, I think.
He had kind of like a silvery frame around it. So, I don't know. I don't know that I would say it looks the same.
Okay.
It's an oval
No.
mirror. This is an oval mirror just like that one was, but
Okay.
in terms of decor and things like that, I would say no.
Gotcha.
This is
okay.
maybe simpler looking in design.
Sounds good.
Over here, you can see there's like this giant lily pad that's floating on the top of the water. As you're climbing up out from the... Oh, thanks for the DM reroll, Percy. Appreciate that.
Percy Poe.
I was just getting confident.
As you're climbing up, you could hear the wooden floorboards up here are creaking and old, kind of sagging at times. Makes you a little nervous at times walking around up here. You look around, there's like a walkway all around the pool where there are tables with like plates and things laid out. It's just a mess, like heaps and heaps of dirty dishes and whatnot, just cluttering everywhere. These bookshelves on either side of the room are just cluttered with like books and like papers that are just look unorganized and just overflowing from its shelves. Over here, you can see there's like a collection of what looks like mannequins of both medium and small sized creatures. One of them has like a lot of them have like clothing that they're wearing that's very patchwork, almost like sewn together, really, really kind of poor quality seamstress.
Don't mess with those.
And there's like a black pointy hat on one of them. There is a spiraling staircase over here that seems to lead up, and a number of doors that I think you can see, wooden doors that lead out of the room.
Okay.
Fish would stop a moment and listen to see if she hears anything.
Just like on the air.
To see if there's any like voices or anything. We did see a few people come up. We're seeing maybe if we could hear them talking or anything.
Sure. Make a perception check.
Okay. Uh, 11.
You feel like there's like maybe like muffled sounds once in a while coming from above you,
Okay.
but nothing distinct enough to like get more detail than you know that there's people around.
All right.
Well, this was
Choosing.
less eventful than I thought it was going to be. Should we?
I think they're up there.
Oh, okay. So should we go over there and go up the stairs then?
Yeah.
All right. Should we look at that mirror more? Did we determine that mirror was meh? Not.
Do we check any of the doors? At least listen at them.
That might be a good idea. I'm kind of I kind of
I suppose.
yeah. While we're here,
Yeah.
I'll walk. Let's take some of these doors. I'll walk up to one of them over here, maybe, and
Okay. Arlo, go ahead
listen.
and give me a perception check.
Okay. Loading perception. And
You don't hear anything on the other side.
nothing over this one. You hear anything up there, Lim?
let me take a look.
Okay. Go
Or
ahead and
rather, not a look, listen.
give me a perception check.
Okay.
Quiet on the other side of this door.
Okay.
I'll
Yes.
listen at this door.
Sure. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Alright.
Maple's keeping an eye on everybody while they look for other things so that nothing happens to them. So she's about
Sounds
10
good.
feet off the
Love to
ground.
get perception. I need to get my character. Well,
While you're looking for that, Vish, anything that you're doing?
I guess I will be. You know what? I'm curious. I'm gonna go and look at these mannequins.
Okay. Shion, you think you hear like maybe some buzzing, like the sound of like a housefly or something occasionally on the other side of this door.
okay.
Vish, you go over by the mannequins. There are, I believe, 7 in total. 4 of them sized like medium-sized creatures, and 3 are small size. And they all are. Some of them have some of the 2 of the smaller ones have like little dresses, like almost like something like a child would wear, but it's very, very patched together. The stitching is very uneven, and it just kind of gives it sort of this very homemade kind of feel.
Hmm. Okay, maybe one of their hobbies is making clothes.
The only one that has any headwear is just the black pony hat mannequin.
Hmm.
Something buzzing on the other side of this door. Maybe
Huh?
like bugs or something.
Should we open one?
Kind of okay with whatever being there, just hanging out there. It can't get us in there at this moment.
This is true. Wait. How big is the space under the door?
I mean, it's probably pretty flush.
Dang.
We're thinking of sending a bird.
Or plucking a mushroom and fitting it under the door.
Oh,
You
okay.
could just open it.
Smell. Yeah. I am curious.
Is there
Well-
a keyhole?
No, probably not on that
Okay.
one. The whole like structure kind of makes you feel uneven, like a little nervous because like the wind hits this thing and it sways and moves and leans and
Oh.
Oh.
Kind of like a tree house.
Yeah. With a pool.
Yeah, treehouse with a pool.
Yeah,
the
top heavy.
deluxe
She's kind of living it
treehouse.
large up here while everyone else is down there.
Um.
I don't know if there's anything with these mannequins, but I just don't trust them in this corner for whatever reason, not because we're in the house of a hag or anything, but can I investigate them closer, like
As
see
long
if
as none
there's
of them
anything
look like us, we might
Arlo's running around. Ah!
got the zooms.
Okay. You're looking at the mannequins.
Yeah, I just
Okay.
want to take a closer look.
Anything in particular you'd like to know about them, or?
Make sure they don't look like us.
do they recognize?
Yeah, let's make sure
No.
they don't look like us.
I don't think so. You all are.
You're funny in
You're a
there.
pretty interesting looking group with
Yeah, that's
a
fair.
Triton, a rabbit folk, a fairy. I mean,
This is true.
these things,
Black-eyed fairy.
the mannequins don't really have any like distinguishing features. Like they seem like they're really there for the clothing. They're pretty nondescript otherwise. They do have like maybe like two little dots painted on
Mhm.
them, but it's just like a spherical head on a mannequin.
Okay, I guess maybe what's like a what's a unifying feature besides the patchworkiness? Like, is there like, I guess maybe what's the goal? Like, besides like, is she just like making fashion, or is there like some like kind of almost like theatrical whatever to the clothing? Just kind of.
Uh, I wouldn't say that they look like their costumes. Like they look like travelers' clothes. Like a few of them have cloaks. The the ones that are a size smaller kind of give like the two dresses look like things that little girls might wear.
Okay.
Maybe the third has like a traveler's cloak, and that might be like you could envision like a halfling maybe wearing those clothes if they were okay with not being stylish. It's definitely not stylish. This is like you're at like the 50 cent, box at Goodwill, and they've got a half off special.
I wonder why this hag has all these cheap clothes here. Maybe we should go ask her.
Is this the same
Add it to
kind of
the
stuff
list.
that we saw on the clothesline?
Add it to the list.
So yeah. I mean, it's similar. You would have seen stuff like this out on the clothesline.
Okay.
I definitely don't see our stuff down here, do I?
No, like this looks like a mess. Like it kind of feels like you just walked into a hoarder's home. Like it's filthy, it's gross. All these plates and food remnants, crumbs, other kinds of, I don't know, condiment like ketchup and stains and stuff like that everywhere.
Ketchup packets everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh,
And Taco Bell sauce packets
So
Yeah,
evil.
hot sauce.
all over the place.
okay. I guess go up.
I think I'm ready to go upstairs.
Okay, so heading up. One
Fear
second.
not, here I come.
And every step going up just creaks and sags, and very difficult to be quiet as you're going up. So throw your tokens out over here. So it brings you up into a... Let's see, who am I missing? Maple, maybe?
Maple.
Yeah, Maple's still on the first floor.
So it brings you up into this hallway. You step off of the staircase and into... It's pretty dark in here. And the walls are covered with scores of portraits depicting grumpy, sad, frightened, and angry people. There's not a smile amongst any of them. The figures are all different types. There's humans, there's elves, there's halflings, bullywugs, goblins, Harengon, you name it. It's just a menagerie of these sullen faces. The portraits are rendered in a variety of mediums. Many of them are paintings or charcoal sketchings, or seem to be probably the vast majority of them. Each one is displayed in a very gaudy, gilded frame. And you can see there's a framed oval mirror 2 feet wide, 5 feet tall that hangs in the middle of one of the walls. So that would be right here. There's also doors that you can see that lead off of the hallway.
Hmm.
Well, wow, someone's a real fan of sadness, huh?
And Vish, you can definitely
Hmm.
kind of hear some conversation happening on the other side of that door.
Oh, this one right here?
Yep.
Any voices I recognize?
Make a perception check.
Do any sound like Elmer Fudd? Or- Alright.
Bubble, trouble, bubble, bubble, toil and trouble. Turn this fish into
7.
It's still like kind of muffled, the wall
Mm.
and the door muffle it a little bit, but you hear a conversation happening.
Okay. It just so you're clear, you said this one here looks different than the rest of the frames. I'm trying to. Oh, I don't know how to.
There's a mirror. The mirror is right
Oh, it's
here.
a mirror.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well, I guess. Oh. Yeah. If I can, I'll take a look in the mirror real quick.
Yeah, do we look normal in the mirror?
So Vish, you look into the mirror and your reflection looks back at you like very depressed looking. Heavy bags under your eyes.
Oh gosh. Why didn't you guys tell me I look so bad?
You don't look that bad.
really wouldn't be that polite.
Yeah,
Stick
but
my head
I would
around.
expect it. Oh.
Are we
Oh.
are like when we look at Vish, do we see what she's seeing? Like, is it clear? Like, clearly, this is a very
You don't really know what Vish is talking about. Like, reflection looks fine, although you notice yourself looks very sad or angry. I would say Maple, you just like you look like furious, like tension veins kind of popping out of your neck and out your temple.
Hey, Maple, you want to calm down there a little bit?
And
Maple, what's going on?
your lips are moving as you're talking, yeah, but with that expression that doesn't really fit with how you're feeling necessarily.
Mm.
Joan, what's this?
shout.
We take a look. I'll wander over and look in it.
I'll get out of the way. Sure, you go ahead.
And Shion, you look into the mirror and yeah, you just look bereft of expression, like vacant.
Well, obviously that's not us, so that's definitely another kind of trick or ploy. I wouldn't make anything of it. Walk away from it.
Someone's got to cheer them guys up a
Uh.
little bit.
What?
Can I
Do I
listen to the?
feel any different? Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay. I was just gonna listen to the doors, see if I hear anything.
And I was gonna
Sir.
say, do we feel any differently after looking in the mirror? Do we match that expression, or are we just normal?
I mean, how does Shion feel right now?
Fine. It was just one of those. Wow, this is weird. Just another thing, that happens in Prismere, and walked away.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how you can confirm. When you look at
Okay,
yourself
fair.
in the mirror, it does probably fill you with some feeling of it's not in alignment with what you're feeling. Your expression actually is.
Maple starts talking to all the paintings. Everybody here needs to cheer up. What is going on?
And
Do we want to go through the door? Heard people on the other side, but couldn't really make out who it was. Should we just go figure it out?
Lim, you wanted to listen at the door. Would you give me a perception check real quick?
Oh,
Yep.
that looks about normal.
Yep.
Jeez.
I would say
Never seen anything
here
like it.
a lot of conversation happening to the south, but it's hard to
Okay.
like make out.
Okay, I got you. All right, and then about asking about going through the door where people are talking. Lim's gonna look nervous, but maybe it's not. Maybe might as well, but also kind of like want to keep exploring while we're
Trying to
not.
prolong the inevitable, huh?
Uh, maybe a,
it's
maybe a little
not
bit.
very big of a hallway.
You know.
Yeah,
We'll just
there's
live here. This
right. I
works.
think there's 3 options, right? We can go in the door to the north, the door to the south, or the door next to Arlo. Right? There's no more to explore, right?
I
Might as well
opened up the
follow the
north
noise.
door. Time to go up
North door
north.
it is.
Don't hear the
Oh.
voices. Let's go
Going up
see.
north. Okay.
You're opening this door up here.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. There you go. This
Oh.
is some kind of a guest bedroom, maybe. There's
Lovely.
one bed here, amongst several shadow boxes that are on the wall to either side. The linens are very moss covered and some kind of fungus or lichen maybe growing there. The shadow boxes on the wall contained, it looks like mummified pixies that are pinned to boards,
Nope.
like a collection of butterflies.
Oh.
No.
Oh,
The
how does
glass
that
on
make you
one of
feel,
the shadow
Noah?
boxes has been broken, and it has nothing inside.
Remember those
Oh.
pixies that were throwing shit at us the other day?
Yep.
Think
Is it
these
them?
are them?
Oh.
Probably not, huh? They were kind of mean, so do we really feel that bad about the dead pixie?
I'm not gonna stay in there. I close the door. That stinks.
Okay,
Oh
south
boy.
door. Which door next?
South.
Okay.
So when I said you heard noise, Lim, I would say it's like kind of like listening at the door of like a cafeteria, kind of like
Oh, okay.
like there's a number of people in that room.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Wait. Okay, so from the door to the south. Wait, say that again. Sorry, there's.
So imagine you're listening on the other side of the door of a cafeteria where there's like a lot of people talking over each other or talking.
Okay, and that's at the door that I'm currently standing next to, beside not the bedroom one, but the other one.
Yeah, the one to the south.
Okay.
So what you're saying is lots
Huh.
of people in that door, not as many people in the door over here?
Yeah,
Mm.
the noise sounded more like a conversation, the one to the east. Like
So,
a back and forth, but you just couldn't hear the content of what was being said.
so do we want to do
No.
this, or do we want to go back downstairs and go through all those doors?
Uh,
Let's do it, Arlo. Open
let's
that door.
Open this door,
holding breath, but let's go.
and I will step in.
All right. You step in. Give me just 1 second here.
Ooh. Nasty.
In here, there are two creatures that are having a conversation over tea in the middle of the room. The first figure
Oh.
is seated in a time-worn armchair. She is tall, a lean woman of gray complexion, dressed in black and has a wide-brimmed hat obscuring her eyes. She sort of looks a little bit like those two merchants that you'd been dealing with. I think there's a good image of her somewhere, but maybe I'll find it later. So she's there. She's holding like her saucer and her cup of tea, and she's sipping it. Her eyes dart over to you as you open the door. The other figure in here is a toad-like creature with bulging eyes and cracked skin. She's clad in a shapeless kind of garment, like a big oversized shawl, maybe. And she's sitting on kind of this love seat type of thing. Her legs are pulled up kind of underneath her. Flies are flitting about her head. Once in a while as she's talking, you see these gnats and whatnot, they like enter into her mouth, and she doesn't seem, once in a while she kind of coughs a little bit, and then it goes flying back out.
Oh, God.
And then there are two tiny versions of her, like identical to her, that are sitting nearby. Here's the image of the first woman I described.
Oh, God.
Okay then.
Oh, okay. Yeah, inviting.
Charming,
Yeah.
even.
She's nice.
Oh, no.
Why is the image titled Charm?
Here, ice bench.
Yeah, let's see. I think I got
Okay.
image of Bavlorna here for you as well.
Nice.
Oh.
She's pretty.
I don't see her.
You will.
You don't need to.
So
But I want to.
you, as you're looking around the room here, it's filthy. It's just like that first room. Dirty dishes, bits of discarded food everywhere. The furniture sort of resembles, like you could tell, or you can imagine that at one time it was of fine quality, but it's got all sorts of stains with mysterious origin modeling every surface. The upholstery has been kind of patched up, pulled out, stuffing kind of falling out. There's a cabinet that is off to one end of the room. You also see a decrepit wooden staircase that climbs up the wall in another corner of the room. And as you make your way in, Bavlorna looks at you, Arlo, and everybody else, and she says, what act of desperation compels you to enter my home, little darlings? Come in. Make yourselves welcome.
Phew, that's really nice.
so-
I was worried.
Thank you.
So yeah, we came to ask some stuff. Can we ask some stuff?
Come on in, make your acquaintance to my friend here. This
Oh
is
hi.
this is Charm. And the woman, she
Sure.
just kind of like raises her teacup to you, and she says, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure."
Charm.
I would say charmed, I'm sure, normally, but now I'm confused because your name, Charm. So I'll just say, nice to meet you, I guess. Nice to meet you. I'm Arlo. Did you know that already?
No, don't know. You're Arlo, okay.
This is Vish. Or
Where's
I mean,
Vish?
sorry, Vish isn't in the. Sorry.
I'm
That's-
over it. Yeah, Ty.
Come on, get plenty of room. Just move some of this shit aside. She starts like just like pushing stuff like off of like some of the seating, like you know, the porcelain glass is just breaking as she's like shoveling it off. Make yourselves at home.
Yeah. So this is Vish, Maple.
Right.
We got Lim. We got Shion. I'm Arlo, like I said.
Yeah.
We had some questions. Maybe you could help us with, and also, yeah. Well, we'll get to the also later.
Okay. You want some tea or some biscuits or something? What do you like, my little darling?
I just ate and drank before I got here, so I'm good. Anyone else?
I'm fine, thank you.
I'm still full.
What kind
It's
of tea
kind
is
of
it?
rude I'm offering
Yeah, I was
you my
wondering.
What kind of tea?
hospitality.
Yeah, I was wondering what kind
What
of
kind
tea it
of
was,
tea?
actually. Yeah.
I
need
got
to look up the rules
green
again.
tea.
Vitality is number
I
one.
hear that's really good for you.
It's I've lived a long time. It's probably
Yeah,
has
I'll,
something to do with the
oxygen.
tea.
I would love a cup of green tea.
All right. And
That
she kind of
I'm
snaps at
so
some of
happy
these
this is
little
working out.
mimics or these little images, these mirror images of her kind of scuttle about and get you a teacup that looks kind of filthy or
Less
dirty that she
broken.
yeah, pours you some. Hey,
Oh.
Corey, thanks for the reroll.
Oh, that's nice.
It is nice. Okay, well, and so you're all taking like a cup and a saucer or whatever, and
Not
she's,
necessarily drinking from it, but just holding on to it.
okay. You're kind of getting the sense like she's watching you, and you just get this like feeling like she's observing whether what your behavior is and such. But she
Try
doesn't remark or say anything about it. If you those of you that are some of you drinking it,
I will try it. Yep.
I mean it doesn't taste great.
Okay.
I mean, I think green tea is kind of an acquired taste anyway. It
To be
tastes like
better.
really swampy green tea.
I use my.
Let's see.
I'll have a taste too. I'll keep my teeth. I'll kind of just sift. I'll just sift it
Kind
through
of
my teeth.
kind of chewing on the water a little bit.
Okay. I'll take the muck. That's good.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, sometimes you can kind of gum it a little bit, and save a little for later. So you have some questions for me, my little darling.
Yes. We're looking for some stuff we lost at the Witchlight Carnival. I was hoping that maybe it was here, since we got transported to this world from there.
Pretty good guess. You'd be right. I've got all sorts of stuff from the carnival over the years. Maybe refresh my memory. What was it that you lost?
Fish, please describe to.
But you lost. You lost. You lost a little. It was ashes of your son or your
Yes,
child. Remember?
I do remember.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
I
what
don't
they
have
lost.
that. Sounds
You
like
don't have.
my sister. She's got an obsession with childlike things and toys, and that'd be something that'd be right up her alley.
And where's your sister?
Yeah. She's over in thither.
Oh.
What about Vish's stuff? Vish.
Yeah, what did the, you go ahead? I do you. You do me.
Okay. Do you have? Give me one moment.
You hear the click?
Do you have a set of Tinker tools?
Ridiculous, yeah.
There's 3 with pink ribbons, 7 with purple ribbons. There's one that's shaped kind of like a zebra, but it's actually a horse, but it looks like a zebra because of the wood grain. And then one has a dwarf engraved on it, but it's not actually a dwarf; it's just a gnome, but has a beard. And a gnome's usually shorter than dwarves. I don't know. Have you seen them? That's the last time you. That's the
No,
only
I
time.
haven't seen anything like that again. Probably my sister. It sounds like toy tinkering. She does a lot of that. She has a big factory that she runs. She's real
Uh,
proud of.
what about Maple? Maple,
How are
you
you
have.
on necklaces? It looks like a shell or a nautiloid in the center, and and this-
Oh,
I got from my brother. Is that you? Or
that sounds kind of familiar. Yeah.
hey, cool. That's great.
Yep.
I would love to see it and then even acquire it if you're willing to part with it or name what you could want or need for it. That'd be great.
Well, I'm not really in the business of just giving things away, my little darling, but I got a lot of things that needs doing. And maybe we can come up with some kind of an arrangement. What do you think about that, Charm? Do you think I should deal with these people, see if they get their stuff back? And she just kind of giggles a little bit, and she says, I think that sounds like a marvelous idea. I think that sounds like it'd be not only good for you, but it might be a bit of entertainment for me as well. I your other sisters hadn't treated me to such a show, and that's surprising given Endelin's love of the stage. Oh, I think this is perfect. Wonderful. So, you want your necklace back? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, everyone's looking for something, but my necklace is really important to me. What can can I see it? I mean, last time I talked to somebody who said they might have my necklace, they didn't actually, and I'd love to maybe get eyes on it, and just I haven't seen it in 8 years.
Uh, Charm, like, make an insight check real quick.
Sure, why not? Wow.
So, as you start talking about the other necklace, Charm starts talking, like, kind of over you. And she says, I think you should have them do something before you even let them see the necklace. I think we should work up to that. We don't want the finale right away. And then Bavlorna goes, oh, good idea. And you feel like Charm interrupted you because she didn't want you to finish like what you were just talking about.
See, Charm, I had you had points. I liked what you were doing there, and now I don't as much. But just that's not cool.
Well,
I'd be a lot more motivated if I saw it.
Well, you don't trust me?
I'm looking for motivation.
I'm telling you I have it. Then you should believe that I have it. And she's just like staring at you like
Yeah.
expressionless.
What's the task that
guess
you
I,
want us to do?
Yeah, let's get to the tasks. Well, first of all, I think you know what one of them is. I want my book back. And she looks at Shion.
I don't currently have your book. It is in our
Uh-huh.
possession, but I don't have it at the moment.
Uh-huh. You know, this is a really bad way to start this whole negotiation by lying to me. My
not
lornlings
lying.
have seen you with it.
Yep, but someone else has it at this moment, not me.
All right, the DM is confused. Who has the book?
I passed it
has
up
the
to
book.
Vish
So why
because
not?
he was
And
And
he
to
was
be
gonna meet he was gonna meet her first, and I assumed she probably have
Oh.
her book.
Okay,
so
we're
you have a
yeah.
reason to be there.
Pulled the
Okay.
target off herself. Yeah.
Vicious, her eyes are just wide, looking. I think I have it. I have it right now. You're right though, but yeah, I have it. You want it?
give it to me.
Okay. It and she's gonna take it out of her sack. Go. Okay, here you go. It feels good getting your step back, huh? That's nice. It feels
Mhm.
good. It's, there you go. That's nice.
That is nice. You haven't been reading it, have you?
No,
These are my
I
deep
don't.
personal thoughts, and they're not to be broadcasted every Tom, Dick, and Harry in the swamp.
I promise. No reading had been done.
Okay.
That
So,
don't. That's your personal stuff. I don't want.
all right. So, you want your necklace back. If you want, I'll trade it for something that I want from my sister. She has a portrait of herself she's real fond of. I'd like to have it and put it in my room, that hallway there. If you can get me that, I'll give you your thing back.
All right. Might be able to do that, Maple. Does that sound reasonable?
First, everybody is looking for stuff, not just me. We made the necklace about me before. That didn't really work out the one time. Second, how are we gonna with it? Huddle.
Oh, wait. Okay.
What are you doing, Huddle?
Well, we have other stuff we wanted to ask about too. So, like Lim has stuff.
Oh yeah, but I think from how you described your sister and Tither, I believe it would be with her because it's a doll. It's a doll made from hair,
Shion,
That's pretty
your
cool.
isn't it? Right? Do you think your sister would have it? The one who's interested in the tinkering and stuff? Because I know it's not really tinkering, but it's childlike because it's a doll. But it's also made of hair. I don't know if you know anyone who's interested in hair
maybe a
specifically.
different sister with a hair fetish. I don't know.
I think it might be with Endolin. She's just maybe using it like a little puppet. That's what that sounds like.
A puppet. Okay.
Then Shion.
I'm looking for a ring. It is silver and it is shaped kind of like branches coming together. It's got blue stones in it. It has an app.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, I thought you might.
What
Feels
would we
nice
have
to give
do?
things back too. I felt really good giving you back your book.
Yeah, you felt good about that? That's good. If you find more of
Oh,
my stuff lying around, you can come feel good and bring it back to me too. There are always people walking. I'm losing a lot of stuff lately, it seems like.
Oh, really? I give the
oh.
side eye over to Charm.
Who's
That's
been
weird.
around?
What kind
Has
of?
She's just like,
has anybody been around that normally isn't around?
she looks over at Charm. Are you saying what I think you're saying?
I
Oh,
don't know.
what do we need to what do we need to do to what do we need to do to get your to get Shion her ring back?
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, I got an idea. You could help me out with some of the chores around here. This place is falling apart.
So we
You
help
came
with
up in through
chores?
the first floor. You saw my pool. It's all, I don't know, it's all clogged up. I can't get any fresh swamp water in there.
So if we clean your pool,
Hell yeah, you're
you'll
gonna
give
clean my
Shion
pool, and I'll give you your ring back.
you're gonna give Shion her ring back if we clean your pool.
We
Yeah.
did that. Yeah. What the?
I don't
We had to
wanna do
go
that.
all the way to Tither to get poor Maple's necklace?
Well, she seemed like she would do that for me for the necklace, so I
I mean,
gave
she's
her the
not
hard-
wrong.
hard one.
Don't tell her that.
Oh, right.
Well, there goes the bargaining power. Okay, well, let's go clean the pool. Let's go clean the pool, and we can have our huddle down there while we're cleaning the pool.
Good idea.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
have
Thank
your
you so
have
much
your
for your
huddle. And
Okay.
so much for your hospitality.
you're welcome.
Thank you.
Is there any trick
Thanks.
to clean the pool?
Thank you for the tea and your hospitality.
Would you say you want to drink from the pool? I guess you could do that. I don't care. What'd you say?
Nope. Is there any
Nobody
trick to
was-
cleaning the pool? Like, has it been done before?
Oh,
Is there a drain? Operation manual?
I don't know. It's never been a problem before. It's
Something new has happened to the pool.
Your hair? Do you think it's clogged by your hair?
You
You've been
tried
losing
to-
your
I
hair
don't
lately?
have that
Oh,
much hair. It's probably not
This is true.
that.
That happens with me though, so it's totally a possibility.
I don't know. Maybe whether the Lornlings got clogged up in there in the pipe or something. That could be. I don't know. I can't keep track of them.
There's a creature stuck in a pipe. Okay, yeah.
Can I ask one more question?
Uh-huh. What are you thinking?
We know you, but who's this? I'm just gonna point to Charm. Who is that? Who are you?
I'm a guest. I'm a guest. I'm a friend of the Hourglass Coven. I'm just here sharing my insights, sharing my knowledge. She gossips about my sisters. She spies on them for me.
I'm hoping we can be friends too,
Oh.
Charmed.
Oh, that would be delightful. We should become more acquainted. But first, I'm actually feeling quite tired. Maybe I'll
Yeah.
retire for the moment. I'm just
You staying in the room with the shadow boxes in it with the pixies?
yes. I'll probably be I think I'll just get a little bit of a rest, and I'll probably be making my way back home soon.
Oh,
I
where's
think that'll be
home?
good. Well, very very deep, far away from here, not in Prismere, but
Oh.
I have other visitors, other towns, other villages to get back to.
More gossip to share, right?
You gotta stay on your feet. You gotta stick to the road if you're going to acquire secrets and knowledge that
Yeah.
is useful.
I
She's
love a
just
good
gonna
story.
she's gonna just stare at the hag while she said that. More gossip to share, huh?
Vish, give me a perception check.
Okay.
Okay.
12.
You just see like she stands up, Charm stands up, um, kind of puts her teacup on the table there, and she makes her way out the same door that you came in.
Okay.
And Bavlorna says, "All right, so I answer all your questions for you, or you got more?
Once you clean that
Otherwise,
pool, we'll get back
maybe
to you.
it's chop with the cleaning."
Okay,
Yeah.
just
What?
one thing for clarity. Was Endolin the same sister that you said had our other things, or is that two different ones? One's in Tither, where's Endolin?
She's in Yan.
Oh, okay. So that's two different places that our stuff is. Okay, besides here. So three stuff is spread amongst three places. Okay.
Just
Let's go
my
clean up.
guess. I don't know. I'm just saying what I know of my sisters and their stupid hobbies kind of aligns with some of the stuff you guys got. I'm all about the jewelry because I'm
You are
Yeah.
pretty.
fabulous.
I like to
Very
be a little
fabulous.
fancy once in a while.
Well, you need me to get to Tither to get the picture. I think I have a way to get to Tither. There's this Claude guy who uses head back, and then he can get me to Tither. I don't know how all that works. Um, is there a stag head we need to ask about?
Oh yeah, do you have a stag head we could give back to the claw guy so that we can accomplish the mission to get the portrait for you?
Gee, so I look like the liquidation store over here. You guys are asking for all my things. I guess
where
I
you were
got the
starting
stag
from.
head.
How about a trade?
Oh, trade, huh?
Mm-hmm. I'm
Well,
gonna
bring-
take out. I'm gonna
Oh.
take out the floorboard. It's got the hair mark on it. Like, huh?
What the hell do I want with that? I've got shitty floorboards all over the place in here.
But this is not just any shitty floorboard. This is a floorboard from a inn that moves with a bunch of nubbly little feet.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
I know of that inn. I want that
Mhm.
inn.
Well, now you can have a piece of that inn right now.
Hmm. Make a persuasion check.
Ooh.
All for the price of one stag head.
Definitely.
29.95.
You're gonna use the reroll.
I'll
Yeah.
probably use a reroll.
By now,
But
and
I
we'll
haven't even
throw
rolled
in
yet.
let
the-
me find.
Alright.
Let me find where perception, or not perception, where persuasion is. Persuasion. Okay. Oh, that's not bad.
Oh.
I don't think I'm gonna mess with that.
Yeah, Yeah, give it to me.
Here you are. She's gonna with flair, gonna kind of whoo.
She takes it. She's
Floorboard.
just kind of like holding it, like looking at it, and her eyes are just like there's some kind of thought process that is happening that you don't understand at all. But she's like stuck, and she's like, "Okay, what would I turn you into?" And then she like stuffs it into her like little fungus cloak. And
To the
then
steak head, then?
she's, "Yeah, steakhead, one steakhead coming right up. Hey!" And she snaps her fingers at one of the lornlings. She's like, "You go get the head. Probably gonna take two of you. You're so shrimpy." And then they kind of scamper off and give me a
Oh, good.
second.
He'll help us get it.
I can point out maybe which way they go, just in case you care.
It might be of interest to
They-
know where they run off to.
I think they would go up the staircase here. They run up the staircase, and then they come down moments later, maybe like a few minutes later, and they have the steak head that they deliver to you. It looks
Nice.
like it would fit right on top of Clapper Claw's shoulders, so you're feeling good you got that for him.
Very
We
nice.
can talk
Thank
about
you.
that heart after we clear out the pool.
Yeah, we'll discuss further things when we're doing some pool cleaning.
Sounds
So-
good.
And then Clapper can get us to Tither so we can get the picture to get the on board for the next. Woohoo!
Yeah, and while we're in Tither, I think we need to find the tinker tools in my tiny coffin.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
And Tither was where Witch Sister lived? What was the name of that one?
Tither is where Granny Nightshade.
Granny Nightshade.
Doesn't sound good.
I guess you
So
would
let's
know
go
her as
check out this
Scabatha, probably is the name that you've
pool.
heard of her.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Scabatha sounds familiar.
So,
Okay, pool. Let's do this.
so I think
Pool cleaning
that's
time.
probably where we will wrap her up here for tonight. So we got a great session. We're looking forward to doing the pool cleaning episode next time. And general tidying up the house. Thanks everybody for hanging out with us here tonight. Thanks for the follows and the raid earlier. That was awesome.
Thank you.
We are going to be taking a pass next week because I'm doing my Extra Life games on Tuesday and Wednesday. So no game for Witchlight next week. And then we will be back the week after that on the 4th. So thanks, everybody. We're going to pull the stream off. I think we will throw maybe a raid over to... Let's go see the Adventure Archive. We never raided them before, so. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Hi, guys.